he wasn't as good as he thought he was.
Right.
Me and Bobak didn't get on anyway. We actually had a couple of physical altercations. He got punched into a parrot cage, I can tell you that much.
Okay.
In a studio.
Okay, let's talk about the public relationship. Okay, you're obviously in one, you can't avoid it. How did that first start?
Titanic bar.
Just side note, Dane Bowers, Victoria Beckham, Katie Price.
Yeah.
They're kind of fighting over you, really. Shut the fuck up.
They're like very brief.
What do you mean? When did you meet Michael Jackson, bro?
On the tour, like.
You publicly made a joke with her to say that she couldn't sing.
But the new Ibiza Boss, my guy's getting paid money.
For what?
I don't know, I've got DJs that are fuming.
Right.
Okay,
Okay, you're a DJ.
I am, but I'm also
Does it
like,
not piss you off?
only people on Northwest Side were us, Jay-Z and NSYNC.
You record it, Jay-Z's on there.
Yeah.
We can't just go over that like it's fucking
No.
nothing. You got in another public relationship recently with a former Love Islander. Do you want to comment on that? You want to leave that?
I think Ed Sheeran's a role model as well.
Yeah.
Same with Stormzy. I think Stormzy's done was
Yeah.
revolutionary at the time for English music. I do miss what I remember about England. I used to love England.
Right.
I was a champion for it. I'd go everywhere around the world and be like, oh, it beats England. How you doing? I'm Dane Bowers, finally on the Shizzio show. You know that dude with the award-winning haircut. Yeah, man, it's been fun.
Shizzio bringing it back with the noise. Hoi oi, hoi oi, special MC, I'm back with the joy. Hoi oi, hoi oi, Shizzio bringing it back with the noise. And you bring me love, and you bring me joy. Hoi oi.
Yeah, can we do this? No apologies, think I'm gonna be a nuisance. Way back then was a dead. Okay, we are back, another episode. We love to see it. You know what? The sun has finally gone down, but what gets worse is raining cats and dogs up there. So if you're hearing a little sound in the background, there's some things I just can't change. Unlike our guest who lives in a different country, but we're going to get to that in a minute. Real legend in the building, Hall of Fame. I'm talking all of that red carpet business, another level, all of that R&B superstar. Dane Bowers is in the building.
It's a bit of a big talk up.
But it's true though.
Yeah, I feel like the word legend just means you're old.
No.
But yeah, no, it was a long time ago. Like,
all right, cool.
98.
The silver fox is in the building.
I'll take that one.
No, but you are a legend actually, because I was actually deep in it, but we're going to talk about that more in depth. Thank you so much for coming. You live in Dubai, you've flown over, supremely kind of you.
We've been talking about it for a while.
Yes.
I think the last time was probably Garage Nation.
Correct. But even then, like I saw Dan, I was like, that's fucking Dane Bowers, mate. But the fact that you knew what was going on, I was really like, wow, this is amazing.
Listen, man, you know, doing good things. There's a lot of things in England that I still kind of look at every now and then and think, you know, at least people are doing some good stuff. You know, yourself, I mean, what AG's doing, all, you know, all those sort of things that are really hitting hard and hitting.
But you still got your eye on the UK.
Yeah, every now and then.
It's not just come to Dubai, Habibi.
No. But I mean, I've been there 9 years. Yeah, long time now.
We're gonna delve into that. Before we begin, Greg Costa's in the back. Just shout out, Greg. Greg, hello, mate. Legend in his own right.
New another level family.
Come on, we love to see it. And I've been in this game long enough to know how someone is with the company they keep.
Yeah.
So let me just give Greg his props, because when I speak to Greg, he's on it, mate.
Yeah, we've known each other.
I don't need to say that.
Long time.
But you know when you communicate with someone and they're on it.
Yeah.
Greg is on it.
To be fair, he organises most things. Like for another level, he makes sure that we're there and those.
But I just wanted to pass on that review, that Google review.
No, you need to, because without him, I probably wouldn't have been able to.
Big him up, club owner and all that. I heard his club right now has got some gardening in there. That's a different story. Anyway, let's move on to you. So we usually like to get the whole story, because you don't really do a lot of interviews, do you?
Not really, no.
Exactly. So now that I've got you here, I need to delve as deep as possible. So let's just go from the start. Born and bred where, sir?
South London, near Croydon sort of way.
Right, can we break down Croydon for those that don't know?
So Croydon, I mean, Croydon's not the best place now.
You can say it, I'm not saying shit.
I mean, shithole really.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it.
And it's a shame, because like when I was growing up, but you know, my age was the time of going down to the high street and hanging with your friends and getting to the phone box. See, you don't.
What's the phone box?
Exactly.
I'm joking.
No mobiles. You know, you had to when you were meeting someone at the high street, you had to meet them.
Can we know the decade, or are we not going there?
Well, so I was born in '79.
Okay.
So,
80s.
Yeah, so early
80s,
80s.
baby.
Early 80s was when I was out as a.
Right. And are you out there a lot?
I'll say early 80s. But early 90s was when I was actually out.
Yeah.
Like, as in 11, 12 years old, out and about.
Right.
Yeah, and you know those days Croydon was all right.
Yeah.
My parents, I mean, my dad was from Stockwell, which is rough as hell.
Yeah.
Brixton, Streatham, those sort of areas.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I grew up and where all my friends and family and stuff
What's
were.
your background, sir?
So my dad's mixed race. My granddad was actually Cuban Jamaican.
Right. Okay.
He was born in Cuba, raised in
Cuba.
Jamaica.
You can't say Cuba. Cuba. Right, yeah,
raised in Jamaica, and then he was a singer himself actually.
Okay.
He had like a calypso band.
Right.
And was in in America in the 50s and
Okay.
doing stuff there. He released stuff.
Name of the band?
His name was Ben Bowers. There wasn't really,
Right.
I mean, he won Opportunity Knocks twice in England, which is
let's
obviously,
take it
that was
back,
the
innit?
first reality show.
Yeah. The
first reality
original.
show.
Yeah.
So that was him. And then my mum, she's from like Mitcham. In fact, no, near your way, Hemel Hempstead originally,
Right.
around that way. They met actually in Streatham NSYNC, which was.
And
where
she's
a lot
from
of
where?
my-
Sorry, what?
Hemel.
No,
Hempstead.
country she's from.
She's from the UK, England.
Right.
English, and Irish on their side as well. But then my dad's mum was Irish as well.
This is a whole.
I'm a mess.
So what's your background then? A kaleidoscope of background.
Yeah, basically.
So if like someone said where you originally from, where do you go?
I'm British. I'm from England.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you look at me, you wouldn't understand my ethnicity at all.
Sure.
And obviously, growing up with that, music was big for me in that way because my dad was a DJ.
Right.
So my dad was Motown. My dad was, that, and he was a big DJ at the time, from the age of 13.
Right.
So that's where kind of my musical influences came, and that's where soul, R&B, funk, all that sort of stuff. That's where that came from.
Brothers and
for me.
sisters?
Yep, one of each, both younger.
So you're the older one?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Okay. And your kind of dad, is he playing this music in the house a lot?
He was, yeah, all the time.
All day long?
Yeah, and that's why I was lucky because my dad had, I had 1210s before anyone had them.
Technic 12, Mark II?
Yes.
With the coin on the needle?
Mate, I had the old ones, I had the silver ones
Okay.
first.
Belt driven, sorry.
Yeah,
The gas
the first ones probably. And basically, because I had that, my friends would come and we'd play music and we'd DJ and we'd have records. I mean, probably from around 11, 12, I guess.
What, you're DJing?
I would have thought so. Not out, but yeah, we'd, playing music. It was always around. My dad had tons of, tens of thousands of records.
Yeah.
7 inches, 12 inches, a lot. So that was kind of my childhood. And I was lucky enough to have a couple of friends who were into music as well. My best friends at the time, Simon Bingham, his brother's Groove Rider.
Okay.
Chris Donovan, his brother was Squirrel.
Okay.
So all of that, all the drum and bass jungle stuff.
It came from you.
That's the way we used to go.
Dane Birth drum and bass, everyone.
Yeah, definitely not that one. But no, we'd be down Camden Palais and we'd be jungles that I started really.
What are the standout artists growing up that were in your mind that
I mean, mine were quite commercial really in terms of Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. They were the two for me.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was definitely who I would get record-wise.
Yeah.
But then when I was buying records, if it wasn't drum and bass, it was swing, what we called it at the time.
We'll talk about swing in a minute, mate.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
SWV, Jade, New Edition, all that sort of stuff.
Side note, what's the best MJ tune ever?
Oh, see for me,
Greg, I'm asking you as well, mate. So get your thinking out.
The way you make me feel, for me,
PYT.
The way you make me feel is because it was what I used to sing when I was little.
Right.
I'd run around singing that song.
Right, I'm gonna go beat it.
Okay,
he's too young. He's going. Who's MJ?
Yeah.
You get me?
I mean,
scandalous. But
MJ is he's in every music style.
And then side note, in school, are you studying? Are you a studious guy?
Yeah, I've been expelled
well behaved?
twice.
Oh, well, there we go.
But
it weren't your fault.
But I was top of my class.
Okay.
I went to private school. I was lucky enough. My dad put me through private school.
Okay.
So the first school I got expelled, I was 10.
Is that public school or private?
Private.
Okay, you got expelled from private school.
Yeah.
What did you do to get expelled from private school?
It was mostly fighting.
Yeah.
Because it was more so I did karate when I was young.
Right.
Like I was UK champion.
Come on.
Got my
that in.
black belt really
Third
early,
dan,
like 11
fourth
or
dan.
something. I
Right.
got my black belt.
Okay.
So kids knew that.
Is that something that your dad put you into, or you just?
I think it would have been one of
Did
the
you
things.
watch the Karate Kid and be like Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, well back then you went to clubs, you went to, you did stuff.
Yeah.
Now you just sit on an Xbox and a PlayStation.
And play Minecraft.
Yeah, honestly, but we used to go out and do stuff.
Right.
And I would do it 6 days a week.
So you're black belt.
Yeah, I got black belt when I was 11, I think.
But isn't one of the fundamentals of karate?
It is,
right?
but basically,
it
it wasn't. It was the older kids picking on me to get me to fight.
It's always someone else's fault.
No, it was.
Okay.
It was. Because my brother went to the same school. He's younger.
Right.
They would pick on him to get me to fight.
Right.
And I did fight.
And you fight.
Which was stupid, really.
But did you win the fight?
Yeah. So I don't know why they would do that. But yeah, that was,
You got kicked out of private school.
Yeah, that was the first one.
How was that when you told your parents?
Weren't good. My dad made me, so basically I thought, I've got some time off school here. You know, everyone's at school, I can sit at home. My dad weren't having that. So for school hours, I would have to go up to the attic where our studio was set up, and I'd have to put all of his records in alphabetical order.
Oh, shit.
And I did it for a week. It took me a week.
Yeah.
I still didn't do it all. But I remember after the first day, spent all day doing it, quite proud of myself, all these piles everywhere. He came up with, nah, singles and albums. So now I had to separate them. It was long.
Did you not want to do the crane kick?
Oh, mate. Not with my dad, no.
Were your parents strict? They beat you?
Strict, I mean, yeah.
I used to get ass whooping.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it was just
the slipper.
Yeah.
I mean,
and rightfully
I was
so.
scared of my dad to the point of I wouldn't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
I don't really remember getting hit massive. I definitely got hit. I mean, got smacked and whatever else. And that absolutely was the right thing. And
do you think that's missing in 2025?
100%.
Greg, is that missing in 2025? 100%.
I think with your own kids, the problem is some kids do need to be protected.
Facts.
And that's the problem. Where do you draw the line? So where does the law stay on the safe side and say, look, let's not hit kids? I do get that.
Yeah.
But as a parent, you need strict.
We need a slipper back in 2025.
I think so. I mean, nowadays.
And the Crocs won't cut it because they're too soft.
Yeah, yeah. But the worst thing, my dad loves Crocs.
Oh, is it?
We rip him.
Yeah.
We rip him, but he loves Crocs. I wish he loved Crocs back then.
Crocs in the house, I get. Outdoor, I have a bit of a.
No, he'll wear them out and we're like, what are you doing?
He's like, when you pass those, you just don't give a shit.
He don't care. He don't care.
You don't care.
He's like, yeah.
All right, you get kicked out of the school and then you go to another
Then
private
I went
school?
another private school, but it was a sports school.
Can I just ask, what are your parents doing for money? Because private school is expensive, bro.
My dad made his own company, DJing at 13, but also he made his own computer company basically out of our garage.
IBM, Amstrad.
So IBM and Amstrad were the two massive companies that he was really big with. And he was a network dealer with them, made his money that way.
Yeah, doing bits.
Yeah.
Hey, big up Pops.
And like I said, he built it from our garage.
Yeah.
So
come on, I need him on the show next.
Yeah.
Tell him the Crocs can't come in.
He's he was the one, he put us through school.
Yeah.
Worked hard.
No, we love that. Okay, so then you go to a second private school, or does he have enough and you're going public?
No, second one was a private school. It was a prep school, but it was a sports school. So as in we all played for Surrey for cricket and rugby, and played for Crystal Palace football, and it was great. But it was still very academic.
Right.
It was a prep school to get into the next private school, which was called Trinity in Shirley, South London.
Right.
And I got expelled from that one.
For doing?
Same sort of thing.
Okay. Did you not want to learn the first time? Oh, there's messing about and then there's kicking someone in the balls.
Yeah, and also to be honest, I did. We were playing rugby, I think, against this school, and I got a red card. I went into the change room, and the kid who I had a little fight with on the pitch, nicked his record bag.
You nicked his record bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is terrible, really. And then the next day, I put my name on it in Tipex and brought it in the next day with all my stuff in.
Raggo, we love that.
No, but it's not.
Fronted.
It's idiot.
Man fronted it. Said what? It's me and what?
Stupid.
But what records were in there?
No, there was nothing. It was.
Just a bag.
We used to use record bags as school bags.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been a black market one or something, but it was a nice one.
Okay.
And I just
side note,
got caught on that.
Do you advocate for private schools? Do you think where did you lie with that public versus private?
I mean, if you've got the money to do it, yes. I don't. It's hard for me to kind of comment on the school system now. For instance, my niece, she doesn't go to private school. She's just had her GCSEs.
Right.
She's got a 9 and an 8 and all this stuff. That. And like.
So do you think it's coming from the parents primarily?
There's so many aspects. It's the parents have got to obviously lead the way, but if you haven't got a good school system, and it's very difficult now because, I honestly feel UK's on its arse in terms of
we're gonna get to that.
Anything in terms of education, everything.
Yeah.
But there are still kids doing it. There are clever people everywhere, and it can be done.
But you passed with flying colours.
I did, but then when I got expelled from that school,
right,
I still hadn't done my GCSEs. I was 13, 14.
Right. Well, hold on. What did your parents say when you get kicked out of the second school?
It weren't good.
Right.
Yeah.
And your other siblings, they're not kicked out of nothing?
No, my brother was pretty bad. My sister was fine.
What, your brother got kicked out of school as well?
Yeah, my brother was.
Nah, this
My
is
brother's
game.
worse than me.
Swear?
Yeah.
And what's he doing, fighting
He
as well?
won't say it, but I reckon he is.
Okay, fair enough.
Um,
And so what did your parents say when you get kicked out? Are they just used to it now?
no, I mean, disappointment, obviously, fuming, what a waste of money.
Yeah.
And then once again, I was just lucky I fell on my feet because someone got me into the Brit school from there.
Okay, you got into Brit school?
Yeah. So
Alright.
then that's kind of where...
Just pause that a minute.
Yeah.
Are you outside on the streets though, or are you just fighting
No.
in school?
You're
You're not really outside?
No, in school. I mean, I can't moan about my upbringing at all. I didn't have it hard.
Right.
I can't say nothing like that.
No, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brit school, well-renowned school. A lot of famous
Yeah.
people have gone there. How do you get into there then?
So, went back to the sports school
Right.
to see the headmaster who was amazing and looked after us all.
Right.
And he sat down with me and helped me get into another school. He didn't need to, I was gone from that school.
Really?
But he had a
Who's the
student,
headmaster? Big him up. Come on, man.
Mr. Jeans, Alan Jeans.
Mr. Jeans. Come on. Right.
Yeah. And basically, he had a student in the school and his parents were teachers at the Brit school.
Right.
So he brought them in. They had a meeting with me and said, look, no messing about. Would you, because it was like, they were accused to get in that school.
100%.
Because it's the only free
Right.
good school there was at the time
Yeah.
to do performing arts. And they got me an interview. It was 2 months into the year, and they got me in there. And it was the first ever mixed school I'd been to.
Prime example of life is all about who you know, folks.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. Without him, I couldn't tell you.
But did you want to go into the arts like that?
I mean,
Or
I
you
was
just forced to?
creative with music, but it wasn't something I really had ever thought about.
So was it like your only kind of choice to stay in education?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you went.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's embarrassing when people say, "Oh, I wanted to do this all my life," and I didn't.
You
Like,
just
at the
walked
age of-
straight in.
I wanted to be a lawyer.
Right.
That's what I was doing.
Okay.
And then
How is Brit school then? Walking into Brit school.
it was good because, like I said, it's the first time I went to a mixed school. All
Okay.
my schools were boys' schools.
Right.
I went to this school
deprived.
that was 6 girls to every guy.
Loving it, loving it, loving
Right?
it.
And,
Shout out deep.
and a good percentage of those guys don't care about the girls.
Right.
So at that point, I'm like, what is going on here? I honestly, my first period of my first class, walked out, girls were pinching my butt and stuff, and I'm like,
How dare they harass me?
no, but I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And that ruined my life.
It ruined my life. Look what happened. I'm scarred.
I mean, academically it did.
yeah.
I found women, found like the female sex, and just, I don't know, it just distracts you, doesn't it?
Yeah. And did it distract you?
Yeah.
So you weren't studying in Brit school either?
It wasn't known for an academic school really, anyway.
But
You were
what
doing
type
other
of things you learning?
You still have to do all your GCSEs and your lessons.
Right.
But it was a lot lower. For instance, I was an A student in maths.
Right.
And I ended up not even doing higher maths, I don't think.
Right.
So it just dropped a lot of things on that front.
Right.
I'm sure it's not like that now. They're probably a bit more strict with it now. But
Right.
and people did well,
Yeah.
but it's just nowhere near as...
Did you have plans of being a singer at that point?
No,
No.
no.
Nothing.
I was doing drama.
Right.
And then in the end, for my BTEC,
Yeah.
what it was called back then.
It still is. It still
is
is.
it still BTEC?
Yeah.
Because I know like it's not even A's and B's anymore. It's
Oh,
nines
yeah, yeah.
and
Numbers
eights and
stupid though.
sevens
That's
and stuff.
ridiculous. But yeah, go on.
So yeah, so I did BTEC and I did that in dance because I
Okay.
wanted to get into at that point musical theatre.
Did you want to get into the girls? Sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean there were a lot of girls in those classes.
Right.
No, but it was actually because I thought musical theatre. I
Right.
thought like I can sing all right, I can act all right.
Right.
I need to work on my dancing.
Yeah.
Let me do that, and that was my thinking at the time.
Right.
But while you're doing a main strand, they call it, let's say dance is my main strand, you do other lessons and other bits. And I did a singing thing where I wrote this song to an old Monica track.
What
I had
one?
a Monica
What Monica?
instrumental.
Walk Out of Your Life? That
No,
one? All right,
it's
you
a
lost me then.
B-side. I can't remember what it was.
go
I
on.
remember it's a B-side to...
Yeah.
I'll remember it at some
Right.
point. And I wrote this song to it and then I sang it in an assembly thing. And it was pretty good.
Right.
And teachers were talking about it. And then Wayne from Another Level,
Yep.
who was a year above me, maybe year above me.
Right.
He heard it and was like, look, we're doing this, we've got this group. We're
Okay.
with a record label.
Oh, it's
Can you
already...
come and sing?
Right.
And
And this is your first time singing, really?
I would sing around.
But you got no prior, you're not practicing at home.
Yeah,
You
singing
are.
around, but not like
But
like
you're not,
lessons.
you're
or
not taking
nothing.
it seriously, like, I want to be a
just
singer.
walking around singing Michael Jackson.
That's it?
Yeah, and Boys to
guy.
Men and stuff like that.
Okay.
Um,
So Wayne's in the group.
Yeah.
It's already formed.
Not formed, but he's basically talking to a label already.
Right.
And Mark and Bobak, he already knew those guys.
Are they Brit school or they just...
No. They were models.
Right.
In the first place.
Right.
And he'd met them through the label and whatever else. And then we kind of got together that way. And the label were like, look, love what you're doing.
Who's the label?
Northwest Side.
Okay. Is that a major? What is that?
It was under BMG.
Right.
So it was BMG.
Major. Right.
The only people on Northwest Side were us, Jay-Z and NSYNC.
Right.
So
it was all right. It's all right.
It was all right. But at that point, NSYNC weren't massive. Jay-Z weren't massive. It was kind of the Hustle Times, the Blueprint.
Yeah.
Nick Raphael, who's a monster in the game now.
Right.
He and Nick Tattersfield put it together and said, look, you know.
So you auditioned for the group, or he just saw you there and said...
Yeah, kind of. Then went and sang for him and they said, look.
You want to join?
Yeah.
Simple.
Let's do this, yeah.
And the name formed another level, or...
No.
Okay, you just...
Bobak, I think, come up with that.
So what were the alternatives? What were you working with?
My memory's the worst.
Oh, come on, bro.
No, on this one.
It wasn't that long ago.
I promise you, it's not even about
it was
that.
The Prince
My
sign.
memory, right? So I've been asked loads, would I write a book? And
yeah,
I wouldn't be able to. People have to tell me things.
You're doing great.
He'll be like, do you remember last week? And I'm like, nope.
Okay.
I'm talking last week.
But you seem to know Brit school pretty well.
I remember
and the
those
fights,
things.
you know, very well.
And obviously, because I've answered those in interviews many times.
Right.
So, you know, you remember stuff.
Do you know the names of the people that you knocked out?
Yes. No chance. No. I've been knocked out a few times myself as well. I don't know who they are.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's a group. He says join. You join the group, and then he's already talking to the label. So the hard work is pretty much done.
Yeah.
The label see you perform.
Yeah. Well, they kind of then from that point they put it together and said, look, we know we can make this work. We've got a budget.
And you sign the deal.
Yeah.
Are you aware of what the deal is?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it? Can we talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, you say aware of what it was. You know, we got an advance, a really good advance at the time.
How much was the advance?
I think between us it was a couple 100,000.
Right. And how old are you?
That's a lot of money. Like I'm 17.
Right.
And we got a publishing deal as well, which is one of the best publishing deals at the time.
Right.
That was with EMI.
How much is that?
I think it might be a couple hundred with both actually.
Right.
But I mean, I bought a house.
Well, straight away.
Yeah.
So that money split between four of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Do the label want to recoup that money?
Yes.
Right. Are you aware of that at the time, or you just think, fucking,
we had a very good lawyer. So a very, very good lawyer.
Right.
Sat down, explained to us very well. Okay, don't get me wrong. At that age, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
I don't care what anyone says. Like, some people will talk about this story how they were taken advantage of. I don't feel we were in terms of the deal.
Right.
The deal was a very good deal.
Right. Looking back, you're happy.
It was explained. The problem with us with recouping was that we spent a hell of a lot of money on remixes, which I think was the right thing to do. We were number one in every underground chart there was on every song we did.
Yeah, marketing, promotion.
That's and I'll tell you in a minute, that's how BLO No More made it anyway.
Right.
But so we spent a lot on that. We spent a lot on travel. Like we had private cars and
no
drivers
more buses,
and shit.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
But I had a private driver, took me everywhere. I think, oh, this is great. And then we realised how much that you paid for that over the year.
Okay, so you make let's say argument say 150 grand each or something like that.
Yeah, let's say, yeah.
And you buy a house.
I did, yeah. I mean, I also spent a lot of stupid money on
bullshit.
But
still,
without my dad, I'd be.
So your dad says, listen, you've got this money.
My dad's pretty much done my accounts my whole life.
Right.
Like,
he says buy a house.
Yeah.
And you buy it where?
In Croydon, South Croydon.
Can we know how much? Because the price. Roughly.
No,
I'm just curious about the prices.
Yeah, I can remember my first place I rented was in Fulham, and I remember that being £270 a week.
Right.
And it was a tiny little fucking thing.
Right.
In Fulham.
Yeah.
So I was buying the house. I want to say 180,000 maybe for an apartment, not a house, an apartment.
You can't get a shoebox for that now, folks.
No. All right. Then I bought a penthouse maybe a year or so later in Purley. And my missus, she rips me if I say penthouse because I live in a penthouse at the moment.
Right, and that's a
penthouse.
And
it's penthouse because the apartment number is P1, so I have to say penthouse.
You have to.
But when I do, she rips me.
Why?
I'm trying to floss or something. I'm not. It's I have to explain it as the fucking penthouse.
I live in
it's
a penthouse.
P1.
Do you want to live in here or not, babes? You get me?
Yeah.
So
she's like, shut up.
Okay.
But so that's a penthouse. But that place was banging.
Right.
That was probably.
What did you sell the other house to buy the penthouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Move to the next one, and that was an amazing place. It was like three walls were just glass all the way around. It was in pearly, but it was nice.
You still got it? You sold it?
No, I got rid of that.
You sold it for
it's still there now, and it looks like the building just looks horrible now.
Okay.
There was me, and then funny enough, so Ian Wright was my neighbour. So
Okay.
me and Ian Wright, and his wife at the time, Debbie, who was wicked. I come home and she'd like jerk chicken for me and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, dropping your mic. Yeah, so that place was great. Loved it there. That was Croydon still, it was pearly.
Yeah.
And I was happy there.
Yeah.
I was all good.
Okay, the group forms. Is everyone spending their money wisely, or that's something going mad?
I think everyone was all right, to be fair.
And then what kind of stupid things are you buying? Because you are young.
It was more spent on going out. We'd be out 5-6 nights a week.
Okay.
In the West End. Like I'm talking,
Okay.
and I don't know how I did it.
Right.
We would go to big breakfast
Yeah.
from the club.
Right.
Like our tour manager picks up 5-6 in the morning.
From China, right? Straight to
basically from a place called, we used to go to a place called Paparazzi.
Paparazzi Lounge.
Yeah. Which is on Hanover Street.
I know exactly.
We used to go down there. And
Chiro was the owner.
It was. And listen, the dude down, right, he used to absolutely look after us. We'd go down there, stupid, like he'd give us.
Side note: the bouncer of Paparazzi Lounge was Mams Taylor, and Mams Taylor owns Prime and is KSI's manager. It's almost
really what year? But when you talking about?
I don't know, but Mams was there, so I'm just
Yeah.
get me like okay. I'm just trying to let's put that out there.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean? Okay, do you not want to make music at this time? Or
Oh no, but listen, here's the thing. Like I was singing. I mean, we would do live. We were singing live on TV.
So let's talk about the tracks then. Like,
Yeah.
how do the tracks come to you? Are you writing any of it? What is it?
So not at first. The first track we actually recorded, and I spent, and it was because I was doing the lead. The other guys kind of got away with it a lot, really. But I was called back into the studio every 5 minutes to do this song. It was called "Shake What Your Mama Gave You," right?
Right.
And it was more pop.
Right.
And it was not good.
Right.
No, and another one called "If This Is Love" or something.
Right.
And they weren't good. And we were like, but we're a boy band. We're like, but what we wanted to be was an R&B band.
Are these songs given to you? They're given to you, right? Okay.
And thankfully, Nick at the time, Nick and Christian, decided, no, we're going to go for it. We're gonna do R&B. Let's just go for it.
These
and at that
singles
point, there was no R&B.
These singles don't come out, do they?
No.
Okay.
We recorded them. Spent a long time recording them. A lot of money recording them.
Right.
And then he got this tune, "Be Alone No More" by Andrea Martin, and he said, let's do this. And we were like, oh, thank God.
Right.
But it was a gamble, because listen, at that point, there was no R&B in the chart.
I was going to say that. And in the UK wise, is there R&B groups?
It's Damage.
Right.
And no, that's wrong. There are a few. There were Damage, you had Emanate. There was definitely a few. But in terms of commercial and crossing over, a lot of it was timing-wise. They were maybe a bit too early before the time of R&B. If they released our sort of time, they would have done better. We were just definitely right time, but the song was good.
I think with Damage and Emanate, there's more of a pop element. I think you were maybe leaning more towards on the R&B side of the seesaw. I don't know.
I'd say.
No?
Oh, do you know
This
what?
man's gonna break these microphones, you know.
No.
He's gonna sit on it. Don't sit on it in case it turns off. Just,
No, it won't be
just
off.
put it in your pocket, bro.
No, so Damage, no. So Damage was still R&B.
Yeah.
And I was good friends with them guys. Loved those guys for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I said, just time. They were out a long time before us.
Right.
And they were doing, they were grinding and doing their thing without really much recognition commercially.
Yeah.
Because it just wasn't a thing for UK R&B. The only way we made it on radio was because people played our song on the underground charts. And the only reason they did that is because we didn't tell them who we were.
What you didn't? Oh, you didn't say
That
it was
white
British.
label was given to people. Had Jay-Z on it. They thought it was a black American group.
Right.
Simple.
And was that on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go back a bit. You record that song, you're loving it, yeah? You got a vibe for it, and you are the lead singer.
Yeah, there's me and Wayne, two of us. So, and that's how it was. It was like that on every song.
And just to
we'd split the
reiterate,
verses.
you got no prior history of singing lessons, nothing.
No, not lessons or anything.
But you're
like
just
that.
doing it.
Yeah, yeah. And
so, do you believe that is a God-given talent then?
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do, because people can sing, but when you're in a studio, it depends what you want to be. Like, some people are really good on stage, live and dancing. That wasn't really me. I excelled in the studio.
Right.
When I recorded those songs, I'm one take. I'm
just
tight.
a gift.
I guess, yeah. I mean, without sounding like a dick, I guess that part was.
Yeah.
But I don't think I was very good performance-wise.
Right.
In terms of, I used to hate my face when I was singing because I really scrunch it up and I don't really dance very well.
Yeah.
But vocally, I was always on point.
Right.
So that I could, that was my part of what I could do.
No More's recorded you. Do you record the album or does that come out as a single then?
No, we started recording a lot of tracks.
Right. But does No
We'd
More...
already recorded... Had we already recorded Freak Me by then?
But does No More come out first? Like, is that the way?
No More comes out first.
Right, you record it, Jay-Z's on there.
Yeah.
We can't just go over that like it's fucking nothing. If you get me. Right.
Of course. I mean, now you sit and say Jay-Z on your first single.
He's not even Jigger Man at these times, you get me? But,
no, it's your first single.
Okay, and then how does that... Is that just a label? He's a label mate?
Yeah, just Northwest side, so Nick just give him some money and put him on it.
That's it. You meet him or you just send it?
Yeah, briefly. Him and Damon Dash come over. It wasn't while recording that. We met him at different other times.
Right.
But it was just great for us. And even at that point, we weren't really like, it was great, but
you didn't really care. Like, it's not, let's
we
be honest.
did, but it wasn't like Jay-Z, like,
it's not like you've got Eminem right now and he's put,
no,
right.
Yeah, it's not that.
Totally.
But he was still, Blueprint was coming out, Can't Not the Hustle, that sort of stuff was wicked stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So then you put it out on white label, not telling people it's another level?
No, it's Another Level.
So the name's formed, sorry.
Yeah, Another Level is formed.
Bobak's got the name. He's the one that said it.
I think he got it, yeah. I think maybe, it wasn't me, anyway.
Okay.
That went out, and that was #1 on every underground chart for 6-7 weeks before we said, this is us.
If you had told people you was British, do you think that would have...
I think British would have definitely hindered it a bit.
Right.
People just wouldn't have, maybe not even listened to it.
Right.
Back then, we're talking Choice FM.
Yeah.
We're talking, Trevor Nelson, all these sort of people that really got behind it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying maybe the song was good enough. It was a good song.
But
so maybe
they're thinking it's an American group.
But I think personally.
And with Jay-Z on it, it's just extra American, right?
Yeah.
They've got to be American.
Yeah.
There's no way British.
And at that point, the remixes were good. We had Blacksmith doing remixes. We had Frankie Knuckles on the house side of things. We had every angle covered.
Yeah.
House mixes, R&B mixes.
Yeah.
The lot.
There's the C&J mix. What is that? Is that a remix or is that the official?
C&J, so Cutfather and Joe.
Do you know what? I've been wanting to know what C&J is my whole frigging life.
So Cutfather and Joe are pop producers.
Yes.
You'll know, everyone will have heard
Mark
them.
Morrison, they work with everyone.
Five.
That's what I mean.
Everyone.
Right.
So they put the pop element on top of it.
Right. Did you want that?
Yeah, they were wicked for us. And we went to Sweden. We were really big in Scandinavia because of that. We would go there and record there with them,
right,
which they don't usually do. They, a lot of time they'll
on your budget
stuff. Yeah, but it was worth it at that point.
Yeah. Okay, so the song's bubbling in the underground.
Yeah.
And then you tell what you just tell the world, right?
We just come out and by that point it's
too late.
You can't suddenly say I don't like it.
Right.
And then at that point then we're on the front cover of black magazines, white magazines, whatever magazines.
Is that kind of instant? Did you notice
it was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quick.
Were you prepared for it?
I don't know if you
Were
can
you
be
expecting
prepared to
it?
You don't expect it because you don't know what to expect.
Right. But I presume the label or the team is gassing
we
the
thought we
situation.
were going to be big.
Right.
As soon as we heard it on radio, and then we were hearing it a lot on radio.
What was the first time you heard
on
it?
Choice.
Do you remember
I think it was
that?
Choice. Yeah, I think it was Choice FM. We were in the car.
Remembers that, folks?
Yeah, I do, because we were, at this point, we were doing a tour.
Right.
But back then we did a schools tour.
Yes.
And I'm talking travel the country in a car. I remember we had the first, what was it? Not a Previa. It was the Voyager, Grand Voyager, the first Voyager in the UK.
Chrysler.
Yeah. And it was the first one in the UK. It was jet black.
Yeah.
The doors slide open. We were going
on a button.
We were going up to Scotland, and people were pointing at the thing, going, "What is that?"
Right.
'Cause it looked like a spaceship.
Yeah.
And we're touring the whole country, and we're staying in like motel type things. We're doing our thing, and we worked hard, and that's how we made our fan base.
Right.
Because now there weren't those, there wasn't social media at that point, to the point of
You had to hit the road.
yeah.
Does that single come out then, or
That comes out,
right?
and then from there, I don't remember the timelines of it, but then obviously we're doing SMTV, CD UK, we're on Top of the Pops for our first single.
Right.
It's
How is that for you? That's the most iconic.
that for me was the one.
Yeah.
That was like Top of the Pops.
And are you kind of nervous performing, or are you just used to it?
No, always nervous, but not. I would say nervous. I was more anxious, even with tours and stuff. Like I'm just like, just get me on there. I'm not like
The waiting.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just like, just get me on.
And then how is that for your parents and family? You're on Top of the Pops, you know what I mean?
Yeah, amazing for all of our families, and then obviously all of our families get close and become friends. And
Yeah. Where does it go in the charts?
6.
Number 6. How is that for you? Top 10 single.
Top 10.
Who,
For an R&B song.
Who was number 1 on that time? Don't remember. Who was kind of...
It's bad, isn't it?
Who was
and
your
worst
battling
thing was,
against?
I'm sure every time it comes up, oh, this was released 10 years ago today. It says who was number 1 and I still can't remember.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool.
I don't care. It wasn't us.
Whirlwind, your front page, everyone's onto you.
Yeah.
Then what is it, album time? Have you got the next singles planned?
No, I think that's when the next single comes about, which
Right.
is Freak Me.
Right. And whose idea was that?
Freak Me's once again record label.
What they just
he was clever with it.
Yeah.
He was clever with it. It was a great idea to do it.
I had a bit of a grievance with it because I know the Silk classic,
Yeah,
and obviously sometimes you don't want your classics tampered with.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
respectfully, not in a rude way.
Yeah.
When Silk was my shit, you know what I mean?
No, but
that
do you know what? I'm like that with a lot of
pure
songs.
swing, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Okay, were you aware of the original first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I personally feel, and I wouldn't say it's about many things, but I think our version stands up.
No, it does.
Yeah,
It does.
which
no, I'm not even knocking it.
No, but I'm often the same with covers. I'm like, I mean, what can you do with it? Like Silk is, and the thing is, but because it was different, because it was more poppy and it had a harder beat.
Yeah.
I think it stood separately. If it was trying to be a bit more slick and soul-y, then it wouldn't have been as good because you can't touch the Silk one.
Kind of also the Silk one wasn't that old. Was it that old? Because I didn't think it was that old. I thought you covered it quite.
No, it was.
Do you know what I mean? Was
it
it or was
years
it just
before? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So, oh, was it 93?
Yes, it's 5 years.
But even 5 years cover, some people will cover like ones that no one, like a generation doesn't know. Do you get
But
what
at
I'm
that
saying?
point, we were doing it to a world of people that didn't know. Like
Right.
most
Yeah,
people
yeah.
now don't know that there was it's a
But
cover,
I'm
which is
pure swing R&B. I'm there. You
Exactly.
get me? I've got the pure swing covers. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So you'll get
Okay, you do that, blows up.
huge. Yeah.
Like bigger than the previous.
Oh yeah. It's hard to mention numbers now, but it sold 100,000 in the first week. At that point, that's a lot. You could get number 1 with 40,000.
Yeah.
It sold a lot.
Right.
And that week we were top of the pops.
Number 1.
When they say this week's
Get
top
you
of the
some
pops,
Right.
that was the moment.
How is that for you?
That was like
This
week, top of the pops is another level.
Right. And you are the guy singing it.
Yeah. It was.
How was that for ego? Can you handle it? Is your ego through the roof?
I was just 18.
Right, 18, yeah.
Just 18. Maybe by 3 months or something. So it is hard because everything's thrown at you. You're everywhere, and because it was getting a lot of props as well, because it was different. We had to change the lyrics to be on Capital.
Right. Why? They look you up and down?
Yeah.
To what?
Let me look you up and down.
Swear down.
So Capital version
I didn't know that.
is let me look you up and down, let me lay with you, baby.
Yeah.
Instead of let me play with your body, baby.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that,
Okay.
we're in times like that.
So times are amazing.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah.
So is it album time then, I presume? The label's happy?
Yeah. Yeah.
How much are you getting per show at these times?
God, I couldn't tell.
Are you aware of any of this? The
I
money
know
thing?
I would have known, but I don't think we just turn up.
You're just living the roller coaster ride.
We honestly turn up. Like a tour manager at that point, our whole life, it run my whole life basically.
Right.
I just wouldn't have known what to do.
Okay.
Like I say, I was going out.
Is that because you're partying too much?
Partying and just like, if we've got to do 4 shows today, we've got to do 2 interviews in the morning, we've got to do radio, then we've got to go to it, and then we're going to fly to there because we've got to record 2 songs. And I was in the studio till 3, 4 in the morning.
Right.
Every day, recording. In LA, we'd spend tons of time in LA recording with some big people, It was busy. Without a tour manager, I was just like, just tell me where to go.
Right.
And I liked it that way.
And then also, can we just actually talk about how you're changing the landscape of British music? Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I would say you guys tip the R&B.
I honestly think so. And even talking to, obviously, we were rubbing shoulders with a lot of Americans at that point.
Right.
I remember spending quite a lot of time with Usher here and there, and then I ended up supporting Usher when I was solo, and then we'd run into all sorts of people, and they liked what we did.
Right.
We did this fashion show. I remember this to the day I die, and I said it to them guys as well. I think it was '99. It was at Donatella Versace's. We were having dinner at her house, and we did a show for her at this thing, and it was us, and there was Backstreet Boys.
Right.
And I remember us getting to the venue to go to our change room and walking past this change room and hearing 4 people singing Below No More in perfect harmonies, messing about. And it was the Backstreet Boys. And they were singing us because it, like people, a lot of like boy band groups who were a bit more soulful wish that they did some of our songs because they were like R&B.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I wish I did theirs because they sold 55
but
million more. But yeah, it was getting that point where artists were like, oh man, that's
what we want.
Yeah.
That
so
must be amazing.
we were lucky, time-wise, you know, we were lucky.
And then I guess is like From the Heart next then?
No, From the Heart's a lot later.
Okay, but that's on the same album, right?
From the Heart is on the second album.
Oh, it's on the second album? Oh,
Yeah.
I got that wrong.
From the Heart was in the second album, and that came about because that was on the Notting Hill
Notting
soundtrack.
Hill, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Album comes out, how does it do?
Does well. Platinum album.
Yeah.
Top 10, I would say.
Yeah.
I can't remember the numbers on the album, actually.
Okay.
But platinum. I mean, we got discs and stuff, so
Yeah.
that was lovely.
I got the proof.
Yeah, we got discs. That was nice.
Yeah.
And once again, the album was cool. There was a lot of cool R&B songs on there.
Yeah.
That, you know, wouldn't make it as singles, but because we were making an album, we were able to do that. And we did co-write some bits as well on that as well, which was good. Which then led into the second album, which we were a lot more involved with.
What are the standout memories from like the first album? I know your memory's fucking gone to shit.
Freak Me's is kind of an untouchable memory. Like it's just everything kind of revolves around that. Even now, you know, some people now won't know BLO no more.
Yeah.
But there are 16, 17-year-olds that will know Freak Me.
Right.
So that just transcended really.
Yeah.
And it's still used today in certain things. It's used in, you know, it's used in the film, or it's used in this and used in that. So that one, that kind of is hard to forget as a memory.
Right.
But it's more the performances that we're asked to do, like that Versace one.
Right.
You know, we did obviously the National Lottery. We toured with Janet. Like all of what those things led into, that's what kind of makes the memory.
Did you tour with Janet after the first album?
Second album.
Okay. The reason why I talk about Janet is when I was a kid, funny story, is it Mark that lives in local?
Chigwell, yeah.
Yeah, he lives in Chigwell, right? Which is not too far from
Yeah.
here. His dad, I don't know, was working
Mike.
with my mate's dad or something like my mate's dad. Anyway, I was sat in the car and he kept talking about this Janet Jackson tour, and they was on the bus and he kept talking about it. And I remember as a kid thinking, okay, really? And he was so gassed about this Janet, and it's still in my head. Bro.
So Mark's dad,
Something about on a bus, and he was vibing with her or something.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on that? Is there any truth to that?
The thing with Janet was we were asked to do it.
Right.
We were asked to be the only support act, and we were British, and it was the European leg.
Right.
It was just us and Janet. That's it. No other support acts.
Right.
And obviously we're like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Massive for us in terms of Europe, getting on those shows. You know, we're talking 25, 30,000 capacity crowds.
Yeah.
Massive arena tour. And obviously open up a lot of doors and other artists saying, oh my God, because people would come, and famous people and artists would come and watch Janet's show.
Right.
And most of the time they wouldn't perhaps watch the beginning, like our part, but some did. And it just opened up more, and people talking about it a bit more and meeting more people. And it was Janet Jackson, man. We was on a tour bus going around Europe, and it was just great.
Any kind of memories you want to bring out?
That's
or is that personal for you?
Yeah, but memories, I won't kiss and tell, but memories in general are being on the tour bus.
Right.
And how amazing that was. A double-decker tour bus, blacked out, with 2 lounges and PlayStation plugged in, all this, and we was like, whoa.
Right.
You know, and then bunks that you sleep in. And oh, man, I'd love to do that again now.
And then the female attention, is it hard to deal with or balance?
It was, because a lot of time I was in relationships.
Right.
Which were volatile and, you know, obviously quite public.
I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah, quite public and all that. But it was more when we was in England, really, that it was like, whoa, massive.
Right.
Otherwise, you just don't have any time.
Right.
You just, honestly, you're all over the place. After shows, we didn't have the luxury of staying all the time. We'd have to get straight on a tour bus and drive to the next city, which might have been in the next country.
Right.
So on those sort of tours. But otherwise, women in general, when you're going China Whites, when you're going 10 rooms, when you're going all that. Some of the time I was with Kate or with a girlfriend. Otherwise, I wasn't. When I was single, I was not the best guy. I'm not saying not the best, but I just enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
and you just at that age you just got to take advantage of what it is.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. And then kind of ego-wise, are all four of you got like, have you curbed it or what? Is it hard? Is it very hard?
I think it was up and down. I mean, some of the guys would say that I was the youngest one.
Right.
And I did get excited about it and always out and about. I personally don't feel I was arrogant in general, but there definitely were moments where I would have been arrogant, if that makes sense. Right. I can remember times where...
Do you know who I am, motherfucker?
So I definitely didn't say that, but there definitely would have been times where I kind of thought myself a bit bigger than I was in certain situations.
Right.
And I couldn't even say anything specific.
But can you be blamed for that? Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't know. Now I look back and think, what a dickhead.
Right. But so when you're young and you're number one in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is hard. And I think we were actually a lot better than most. And I've never done drugs. And I think if I had, that would have been a massive difference.
Right.
Because I was around a lot of drugs.
Right.
We all were. I mean, it was everywhere. But I just, for some reason, it just never had my curiosity.
Right.
Never smoked, I've never done drugs.
Right.
I drunk a lot, and women was my problem.
Yeah.
And I honestly am still thankful for that because I think I'd have been a different person with that.
Right.
Well, I've seen what it done to some people.
Yeah. You kind of become the poster boy, like the lead singer of the group. Is it fair to say that? Because...
It is now. At the time, I would have said no because it was me and Wayne.
Right.
But the reason we broke up was because of Wayne's feeling about that.
Right.
But yeah, I was seen as the lead singer.
Right.
And that's because we would split verses. Like for instance, maybe I'll do the first bit, he'll do the second bit, whatever. But I would always end up with the high ad libs because I could
ad libs
do those.
Always, You had the ad libs,
and they're the selling points. And with R&B, they're definitely the selling points. Yeah. And I was good at those.
Very good.
I'd go in the studio and I could find those, and that was that's what I wanted to do. That's how I wanted to sing.
Yeah. So
even if we went in there and said, right, this is Wayne's gonna take the lead on this, it would always end up me doing those bits.
Right.
And the producer being like, oh, there's no way I'm not using it.
Right.
And that was a lot of time in America. The American producers were like, and I used to have a great time with them. I'd been there till like 3 a.m. and in South LA and like just loving the shit.
And your voice is very much, that is Dane Bowers. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't mean to be rude to anyone else, but if Wayne was singing, perhaps I would
you'd
not
know.
have.
Oh, yeah, okay. You'd know
and
me.
it was, respectfully, like you could just hear the way that is Dane Bowers.
And I think, even when I listen back, I think it's a very UK pop voice. I do. Like I can't sit there and say I was Mr. Soul or anything, but I could do some things that some people couldn't do at the time.
Right.
I mean, now I just feel like there's so many amazing singers out there now.
Yeah,
like
but they're cheating, auto-tune and all that. We're taking a real deal
They are. Like, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of amazing singers out there.
And then kind of the press, I guess, attention is more on you than the others.
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
And that's down to women and
right. But that's not your fault. But how is that falling on the others?
I think they were fine with it. I mean, it helped us.
Initially, yeah.
It helped us, you know. And they still had their bits as well. Definitely, there would have been some animosity or jealousy here and there, looking back at it now. Yeah. But also some, you dickhead. Like, because, you know, I messed some stuff up. Like, some things weren't great and whatever else. Right. But in general, I think that's what did Wayne in. Wayne's
because it's Wayne that started the group, right?
Yeah, and in all honesty, Wayne was the music man. Right. He was the music talent. He could play, you know, we'd go to a hotel and if he found a piano, he'd be on there playing. Right. He was the one who wrote music and 100% that was the case. And then when it came to writing the album, we all got into Wright. I do feel that he took that as in, well, this is my thing. Right. His baby. And we actually had a big argument about a song that we started writing together. And I remember this because it was a big point of our relationship. I finished it by myself because he wouldn't come in and finish it with me because he was busy doing his own thing or whatever. Right. And then when the solicitor asked me what's the publishing split on it, I gave him way less. Because you wrote more? Massively. Right. We came up with the idea, but then I wrote it actually about my son at the time, and I was just like, do you know what? Your contribution was that. Right. And was right that or wrong? I don't think straw that totally broke the camel's back. Definitely was something that stuck with him. Right. But it wasn't the hugest argument. But then it led to him thinking, hang on a minute, because at the end on the second album, I had as much, if not more, percentage on it than he did. Right. Because my songs were chosen. Right. And his weren't. Right. And in all honesty, some of his songs were good and some of his songs weren't good. Right. So that was definitely an argument. But it wasn't you picking the songs, right? No. It's the label. Yeah. And obviously, the difference also, if I'm recording the demo it sounds, without being a dick, it sounded better than him recording his demo.
Right.
Because it was more in line of what Another Level were doing. So it was like, no.
And then splits-wise on the first album, are you even aware of anything, or are you just riding the wave?
Yeah,
you
so
know what I'm saying?
we had a system which was perfectly correct to do. If I wrote 100% of a song, I would get 80% of the song, and then the 20% would be split between Another Level.
3 people.
4. So I still get part of that as well.
Wow, 5%.
But it was the right way to do it, because without Another Level, those songs would not come to fruition, would not be publicised, and would not be a big thing. That was our... And I think it was the right thing to do. It was the fair thing to do. So if I wrote a song, everyone has to share a bit of it, because we're making it big. It's on our album. It's Another Level.
Yeah, but some would say 5% is not an adequate amount. It seems like minimal.
They did nothing for it, though.
But you're saying you need Another Level to make this song what it is. So in theory, they are doing something for it just by being there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is a grey area.
But that's why they're getting 5%.
Okay.
I'm the one in the studio doing all this thing. And by the way, the same for their songs.
Right.
And the other way around.
Right.
And everyone actually wrote on the album. Everyone got credits.
But you could have had an agreement where we all write together and everyone gets... Excellent.
We did write stuff together as well.
Right.
It's just if we wrote separate stuff.
Right. But then does that not create a competition? Do you know what? I'm going to go over here and write my thing.
It shouldn't,
because... But naturally, do you know what I mean? Competitive-wise.
But honestly, Bobak was not a writer.
Right.
Wayne was, and that's why he felt, because he didn't think I was. But I got in and I did write. And I spent more time in the studio than anyone by tens of hours.
Right.
So
is that because you know what you can recoup? You know what it entails, or you just love music?
It's just what it was at the time. Like, we're writing.
Okay.
Let's write a song. And obviously, you know, we needed stuff for the album.
Right. So the first album recoups whatever they spent, I presume, or not? I would have thought so.
I would have thought so,
because they go again, don't they? Right?
Yeah.
They say, right, let's go again.
Yeah, it definitely would have, but it wouldn't have made...
What's the deal on the second album?
Another good advance.
More? I would have thought so.
Yeah, more. And then
Roughly,
same with the publishing. Couldn't tell you.
You buy a house,
more.
penthouse on a penthouse?
No.
Are we P11?
But I had more money, obviously. Put more money into property or whatever.
Right. Okay. So you bought. Yeah. Is this where the penthouse comes, or you've already got that?
I think I've already got that.
Dane's got money, bro.
No, but here's the thing. I haven't.
Okay.
And I even though I had, I wouldn't say. You know what? We weren't millionaires.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Right.
Don't be wrong.
But you're
a couple £100,000 is a lot of money.
Absolutely.
But then when you're spending £3,000-4,000 going out over the weekend, which somehow I did, and my dad used to rip me.
Yeah.
I remember him saying to me, "No, it was no."
Aren't they giving you tables for free?
Here's the thing, right? Yes.
Right.
So no idea.
What?
No idea.
What do you mean?
3-4.
You go like China Whites or something. China Whites not give you the table.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's free.
Yeah, but then obviously if you go over the top, you want a bit more.
I used to be a bouncer at the Ministry of Sound, and you came in once, and I took you to VIP, and they just gave you everything.
Yeah.
And you were just sitting there like, I didn't even ask for this.
I don't know how I spent. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you? Are you sure you actually?
Then I had my friends come with me, and I'd spend on them, and and I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I just have a memory of my dad looking at his finger. What are you doing? What is that? You spent $3-4 grand. I'm like, yeah, it's all right.
Okay. Cars, clothes.
I only had one car. I had at the time. I had a Renault Megane convertible.
Okay.
I got that when I was 17.
Yeah, but they were the lick for their time.
And Mark's dad got me it because Mark's dad was into cars.
He bought it for you?
And no, he got me from Belgium or something.
Right.
But he was sat in his garage for months because we were on tour and I hadn't done my test yet.
Right.
Because I didn't have time.
Yeah.
So then as soon as I got back, my test, got my car. I loved that car.
Yeah.
I loved it. And that was my first car, Megane convertible.
Okay, so you start creating the second album.
Yeah.
You're all writing and pitching in, and then the label kind of picks. Correct.
Yeah, they pick the songs, and obviously we're still given some songs, by various people, and, various writers or whatever.
And the first song is?
First song was Bomb Diggy, I think.
It was Bomb Diggy,
Bomb Diggy was
which
the first
is
one.
Actually my favourite.
Mate, I loved Bomb Diggy.
Big tune.
Yeah.
I don't know why the cowboy hat's in there, but I respect
it. The video.
Right.
Here's
How much the videos, by the way?
That
Because in
video
them
was a lot.
days,
That was a lot,
what are we
mate.
talking? 50 grand? What, 100?
Yeah, 150 probably.
150 grand, yeah.
Yeah.
Big budget though.
Yeah, I mean, Freak News was a bit, but it was down in the Camden Arches, and that was a great video. But that video was wicked.
Right.
I think still that video is wicked.
Yeah.
Mad Max vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, the cowboy hat and the rubber coat.
Yeah.
But it was needed at the time.
And respectfully, that's the first time I ever heard Bobak say anything. Ghetto.
Yeah.
That's it. Never heard the guy say nothing.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that? Respect to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Bobak could sing, but he was
I'm thinking this brother don't say nothing.
me and
But the
Wayman
girls
singers,
went crazy for this guy, you know.
Oh, it's a good looking dude. Yeah.
What the hell, bro?
Hey, man, Mark.
The school girls, bro.
Yeah.
I was in school them times. This brother, I'm team long hair, you get me? But this bald brother, let me tell you something. Girls were going mad, bro.
Yeah, but he did. He looked good. And so did Mark. But they, you know, they were select models. They were model one. Like, you know,
Right.
they were successful models.
Yeah.
And that's what their part was in it, really, in the
Right.
first instance. But then we get to the point where, you know, we have to do lessons and we did harmonies and we sang together and, you know, we grew it. But
Right.
that's what they did. I was the chubby one, man, but I was thankfully
Yeah,
I could sing.
you did get a lot of scrutiny about that.
Yeah, man, when I look back now, I was terrible.
How was it when the press were kind of always onto you? Because the good times are the good times. How you
I
handling?
don't remember that bothering me so much.
No?
Not really. I've got a thick skin, so I don't think that bothered me so much. It was more stories about family or about girlfriends and about this and that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you're aware of, if you've seen God knows how many documentaries about the press and everything at the minute.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was this big phone hacking scandal.
Right.
And they hacked my phone.
Oh, they hacked your phone.
And that case is done now. But that, at the time, you didn't know about that.
So they're hacking your phone.
So there's these stories coming out, and there's a lot of stories. I mean, I went for press cuttings like that thick, and
they're listening to your conversation
every day. Yeah, but not just that, but every day there's something in a newspaper. Usually, obviously, me and Kate was a big thing. Me and someone, whatever. That was a lot.
But when that's getting leaked, are you thinking, how the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And you've got no idea.
But that's the whole reason it was a big thing, and the reason why it's now going away is because it's understood that it ruined a lot of relationships. Like, you're sitting thinking, who the hell sold that? I mean, there was only 3 of us there.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
and
that.
you're arguing with each other. Well, you must have done it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
With friends and
Right.
people, yeah, all sorts.
And did they compensate you for that
Yeah.
at the end of it? How much we talking? Penthouse number 2.
Can't say that. But,
6 figures?
But there's a lot of us in.
6 figures?
There's a lot of us involved. Like, I've got loads of friends who I even introduced to lawyers and said, look, you need to talk to this lawyer.
Okay. But did you get a cut of this? Like 20% of it's mine because I introduced you. You know what I'm saying? 5%.
I mean, you know, you
Hustler.
work something out, yeah.
Hustler. Okay, let's talk about the public relationship. Okay, you obviously in one. You can't avoid it. How did that first start? You just met each other in China White or something?
We met each other in Titanic bar. Which
Okay.
was a wicked bar.
Never heard of it.
It was a really good bar in Soho. Everything
Right.
was in Soho already.
Right.
Yeah, we met and we just chatted and then
That was
really.
it.
Yeah.
One thing leads to another. You now
Yeah.
become a public thing, and then the
I
press.
think we were
like,
together for like a year and a half, 2 years.
and the press lap that up. How is that for you now? Because now it's like you are now the lead headline sync or the front runner.
It's
of
weird
that
because
band.
Kate actually wasn't that big at the time.
Right.
We were obviously becoming really big. I mean, what's that? She wasn't big. She was known, but she wasn't massive.
Yeah.
Then us being together grew everything.
Amplified everything.
Yeah, which wasn't the plan. It just is what it was.
But do you end up playing the paparazzi game then? Because you're
Every now and then,
one of the hot
she more
British
than me.
couples, right?
Yeah, she more than me. I hate being pictured.
Right.
I hate it.
You're picking the wrong job then.
Yeah,
mate.
but photo shoots was my worst thing. Hated it.
Right.
Hated it, and that was obviously because I was chubby as well, and I just didn't. I just hate it now. Hate
Right.
it. But she obviously, that was her job. It's the exact opposite.
Right.
So that really shouldn't really have worked.
Yeah.
But you know, you do what you do with it. If you're going to go out there, at that point there are paps everywhere.
Right. How is that for you, following you around?
It's annoying because of the attention it puts on you straight away before you even get in the building.
Right.
That's what I remember. Like, you know, you walk, you know, when you get out your car, they know they know you're there. Bam, straight on, and you walk into the club. And you try and walk. You can't walk your head down because you look stupid. So you've got to kind of walk up. You've got to.
Right. Like so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's easy getting in, quicker getting in, I guess, because they quickly get you in so you're out the way. But it's a pain in the ass. And then everyone in the queue, you've got some people like hating, and when they see you in there, they've already got their back up, especially guys.
Right.
And that was the problem.
And then is the label kind of making you run with this, like
really.
amplify it, because this is great press for.
I don't really remember them doing that because they didn't need to. It was just
Like you
what
already-
was happening.
Yeah.
There was no getting away from it because I wanted to be out all the time.
Right.
We were out all the time.
Yeah.
Is what it
Can we
is.
talk why it ended, or is that a private matter for you?
No, it's not private. I'm just so basically, I was working with Victoria.
Why we're gonna get?
Why it actually ended was really me being a bit of a dick in terms of insecurities. But as our relationship grew, it was like I didn't like what she was doing. She was a glamour model.
Right, you didn't like, right.
But she'd stopped doing topless.
Right. Why? Because of you?
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I didn't like it, even though whatever. And then obviously it's lingerie and whatever else. And then we had an argument, and she said she's been asked to do this shoot, and it was, I think it was topless calendar, whatever. I said, but you said you're not going to do that again. And she, well, I'm going to do it. I said, but I told you if you do that, then we can't be together.
Right.
And she tried to call my bluff. She did it, and I said, well, no, fuck off, basically, which was wrong because that was her job, and I knew that was her job.
Right.
That was just the immature dick in me.
Right.
But there was lots more to it. But that was the major fight at the end.
And you just stuck to your guns with it.
Yeah, and it was probably an excuse as well because we just weren't. It wasn't right at that point.
Are you stubborn?
There was a few more then than I am now.
Right.
Yeah. And to be honest, if I look at it now, a little embarrassed by the fact of the insecurity of it, purely because that was her job.
Right.
Like, if you meet someone and they're doing something, if you meet an OnlyFans girl and you like them,
I've met a few. They're sat here. But
Yeah.
All right.
But you can't. How can you
do.
condemn what they do? That's the way they make money.
Yeah.
Whether you agree or whatever, that's their thing.
That's how you entered the relationship, I guess.
Don't get me wrong. Maybe sometime down the line, you know, if you're a DJ that DJs till 3 a.m. and you get to a situation where you're having a baby, you might want to stop doing that.
Yeah, but maybe you're dating her because men are we got pride, right? So maybe you got that thing in your back of the mind that you could perhaps not do that because that's the one thing perhaps that's, I don't know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Lingering.
And definitely was ego involved. There was, you know, all of that. But that's what it was. And then it turned nasty because Victoria and her, she kind of got a bit pissed off at that, and them two started going at each other because Victoria kind of had my back, and then she said something and blah blah blah.
Just side note: Dane Bowers, Victoria Beckham, Katie Price.
Yeah,
they're kind of fighting over you, really. Let's have
not
it
quite,
right.
but yeah,
but do you get me?
To be fair, Victoria had my back.
That's a bit of a, you know, how, you know,
Yeah.
are you like at home?
But no, Victoria
thinking,
and
boy, you get me?
But Victoria and David were brought into that as well.
Right.
You know,
but the press would do that, wouldn't they?
Yeah. And they were great. You know, they were strong for it, and they're good people. So.
Side note: Katie Price is currently number 3 in the UK.
I know.
chart.
I didn't know until the other day.
Right, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's nodding. I can't believe it. I think she's number 1 in some chart. What's happening?
So I had to ask what's happening
Because
I don't know.
Right.
Right. So, and the worst thing. So the person she did that track with, Rick Live, and I'm doing a show with him tonight.
Right.
And he messaged me yesterday saying, I think Kate might be coming tonight to do it. And I'm like, what is going on?
Okay.
Whatever, I don't know if that's going to happen
Right.
or not. It's a situation where she might turn, she might not, who knows. But it just goes to show that whatever is happening in the media, social media, whatever else, fuels music.
But that song's
now.
old, right? It's 10 years old?
I had to look it up. It's 2017.
Right. And it's jumped.
But I only knew it was old because I looked at the picture, I'm like,
But how was
that's
that?
old, man.
But how was that blown up? What is that?
You're going to have to tell me.
Is that frustrating for you being in the music industry to now see how it can just turn overnight? Really?
Not really. I'm not one of them people that's like, oh my God, that's not, I'm not, like, it is what it is, man.
Right.
It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
Like, if you really thought about the frustration of things, I'd be frustrated at all music because we worked a lot harder than anyone did back then, all of us groups.
Yeah.
You know, we worked, but that doesn't mean that it was better or that these people don't deserve it now. There's just different avenues. Like, we wouldn't come on a podcast back then.
Facts.
Now,
yeah, I wouldn't get
it rules the world.
I wouldn't get
so if things change, things move on. You've got to go with what's supposed to be working. You know?
Have you seen her since?
Bumped into her every now. If I bump into Kate, I would say hello. Right. We're fine.
Well, you're going to see in a few hours. So.
Maybe.
Is that going to be orcs or you?
Not really, no.
No.
We're fine. I'm in a really good relationship at the minute. Even she's fine. But I sometimes feel sorry for partners when exes get brought up.
Right.
It gets brought up, let's be honest, because every now and then Kate brings it up.
Right.
Like,
can you blame her because she plays the media game?
I don't.
Does it annoy you?
Doesn't bother me.
Right.
I mean, but you know, I just leave it there. I'm really good at departmentalizing anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, it happened. It's past. It's past. It's part of my story.
Yeah. But I guess the noise is less in the penthouse, isn't it?
Mate, thicker windows, man.
All right, cool. This second album, so Bomb Diggy comes out.
Yeah.
And then, is it From the Heart? Because I did want to talk about that.
Bomb Diggy went to number 2, which pissed me off.
Okay, pissed you off. Why?
My good friends of mine now, actually, they were 911. They went to number 1.
So you know who?
Yeah.
With what song?
Body Shaking.
Body Shaking. I knew it. Yeah,
Which
right.
you know, big pop song.
Yeah.
Still
mother.
not.
Yeah. Right.
Number 2, that was that. And then I think the second single was From the Heart was third.
Right.
Summertime.
Right.
Yeah, with TQ.
Yeah.
That was great as well.
Yeah.
Yep, Summertime, I forgot about that. I forget, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometime.
That does well. American crossover.
Yeah,
The
Wicked
Look
as
You
well.
Want does well.
Yeah, like TQ was actually bigger in Europe than he was in America, but cool vibe. I like the song. It was a good song. Went to LA again, did all that, did a video in LA. It was great.
Chart? Did it chart?
Yeah, I don't think we've been out of the top 10.
No,
if I'm
we
honest.
live in the top 10.
Yeah.
Baby. We do. Okay.
In fact, do you know what? I Want You For Myself. That might have been the second single of the first album. Because that was one of the good videos as well. That cost a fortune.
Okay.
Because that was Sunset Boulevard. We shut down.
You got to go Sunset. You can't go.
No, but we shut down Sunset Boulevard.
You shut it down.
We were on the back of a truck going through Sunset Boulevard with these 2 big American policemen on their motorbikes.
Right. You closed down.
Shutting it down. We were on the. I can't. We were on it with like dancers and stuff.
How much was that video?
It would have been a lot. Just
Roughly.
to shut down that. You're talking over 100K again. Like
Easy.
yeah.
Okay, cool. And then you get a soundtrack to a movie.
Yeah.
Is that what? Is the
don't
song
know how
already
that
done?
came
How
up.
does that come about?
So Diane Warren, who probably still to this day is probably the biggest ballad writer in the world.
Right.
If you name one of the big old school ones, Mariah, Whitney, she did all the Meatloaf stuff, Michael Bolton, Celine Dion.
2 out of 3.
All the big ones.
Right.
All the big ones. Like Celine, monsters.
Yeah.
She invited us to her house to record it.
Okay.
In
LA?
Yeah, in LA.
It's got to be LA.
Mad, looking at all this, and she's very eccentric. She's got this thing where she's obsessed with parrots and cocks.
Right. Cocks as in the animals?
Dicks.
Right. Oh, actual, okay.
Yeah.
Phalluses.
So you go in there and there's these, like, I remember there being...
From the heart, you get me?
Mate, in her studio, she's also this thing where, like, if she writes a song and she had McDonald's, that McDonald's bag will stay there for months. She just keeps it there. So there's all these weird, quirky things. I remember this stuffed
That sounds
parrot.
like me, no, I'm joking.
This stuffed parrot with this fake dick on it, hanging from the ceiling.
Right.
Oh, what is going on here?
Yeah.
But she was genius, and she was really good with. She loved how we sang it. Yeah, and to be fair, we as well as they were pissed that it wasn't used more prominently in the film.
Right.
Because it was supposed to be. She actually rang up Richard Curtis and said, "What the fuck are you doing? Why is my song not a main bit in the song?"
Is it in the actual movie?
No, it's in the credits at the
It's
end.
in the credits.
Yeah. I think it was in one. So different countries have different, even orders of credits and stuff.
Right.
And in some countries, I think it was.
But the video is heavily Julia Roberts.
Yeah, listen,
Hugh
man, we
Grant.
played on it, and it was. And
How
they
is
wanted
that
us
for you?
to.
Like,
great.
You're now knocking on Hollywood's door. Do you know what I mean?
Good and bad.
Okay, why is it bad?
The bad bit was going to the premieres.
Right.
Because we must have gone to about 10 or 12 premieres.
Right.
And it's like, come on, you've seen the film, but you have to go. Do the red carpet, whatever.
It's not that bad, bro. He's painting a picture like,
no,
my life is hell. Bro, you're in the red carpet.
No, it was. Try and watch a film 12 times in a space of a...
Do you have to watch the film?
I mean, so we didn't.
Not nip out to the
did.
foyer, you get
so
me?
we did the red carpet,
Yeah.
went in, and then go.
Exactly.
But sometimes we did this thing where we gave fans a competition to come and
Meet you.
watch the film with us.
Pain.
What stupid fucking competition that was.
Pain. From the heart, the pain.
So what we do, obviously, we go, and you can't really get up and leave the fans.
Right.
The fans are like, they're there. So we take turns like, well, I'm going to go for half an hour now, you free stay. And then...
That makes sense.
But
Did
it
you meet
was-
Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant and all that?
Yeah, one of the premieres, probably the London one.
Right. But the fact it's in the credits, that's a lot of time. Isn't that extra royalties? Do you know what I mean? From the money.
I mean, it's...
'Cause
we didn't write it, so...
You don't... Yeah, no?
You get performance rights, but not...
It's something, in it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I guess from there, is that where it disbands? Or is it... What happens? Is this when the cracks
was our
start
last
forming?
song. So here's the painful bit. This is the part of the story which is just painful.
Right.
Clive Davis
The Clive Davis.
picks us up and says, right, because we're on Arista, BMG Arista, we're on Arista,
Right.
on America. He's like, love you guys, come see me in Beverly Hills, want to meet you and have a chat. We go to meet him at the Beverly Hills Hotel where he's got a suite because he's holding his annual Grammy party.
Oh, the party, right.
So he's in there and he's talking about this plan and what we're going to do in America. We've got Clive Davis, we're going to fucking smash America. Simple.
Yeah.
Like, simple, really. That's how simple it is.
Yeah.
He's like, right, brilliant, well, great. Well, look, come out tonight. I've got this party, come. So we go to the Grammy party.
There's
There's 200 people in this Grammy party.
Right.
And it's ridiculous.
Who are you seeing?
We're sat on a table with Naughty by Nature, Wesley Snipes,
Passenger 57.
and I think Monica.
Right.
But around the room, it's endless. At the end of the night, for instance, he gets up on stage and thanks. It's a bit of a tradition. I like all my artists to go, and we're going to do karaoke. But we're going to do the girls. The girls are going to get up and do karaoke. Whitney, Patti LaBelle, Monica, Brandy, Aretha Franklin, Diane Warwick, more. They all get up,
Just your basic thing.
hold and sing karaoke.
Right.
And we're sitting, I'm 18, I'm 19, 19 maybe?
Yeah.
And we're sitting there like, the fuck are we doing here?
Right.
Like, that. I mean, that was just
Yeah.
mad. Like, and that was, the room was full of those people.
Right.
L.A. Reid was on our table. So like, it was just, Babyface was there.
Right. So he's saying he wants to sign you.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Wayne decides to leave.
Then.
Yeah.
There and then.
That was, if Wayne didn't leave, we would have smashed America.
Okay. What, he leaves on that night? What?
Not on that night,
Okay,
but
so how do
within-
you know? What, he just says I'm leaving?
We got called into a solicitor meeting.
Yeah. And you're not expecting nothing?
Not that.
Right.
And we were close at one point, you know.
Are you guys talking as a group though? Or
Yeah,
can
we're still
you notice
talking.
a bit of
No, we're still all right. But
But
I mean,
still alright doesn't sound like your
no,
boys.
it wasn't great. No, no.
Right.
We
It
weren't.
just becomes work 'cause when you're
Yeah.
together. Right.
Yeah.
In hindsight, sorry to interrupt. Do you think you guys should have done more to keep the like?
What can you do? We
know.
can't do more. You're together every day. We went 3 months with 1 day off.
Did you get sick of each other then?
Oh, of course.
Right.
Massively. Me and Bobak didn't get on anyway. We actually had a couple of physical altercations in the 2 years.
Karate.
Yeah.
The crane kick come out.
Mate.
Why?
He got punched into a parrot cage. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
In a studio.
Okay.
Some people know where the parrot cage
Did
is.
the parrot have a dick on it?
No, I fucking wish it was there.
Okay.
But no. So
But why is that? You just
we were both the younger ones, and I couldn't even pinpoint it now. But he was just full of. I thought he was full of shit. He thought I was full of shit.
Right.
He had this way of trying to talk down to you. He thought he was really intelligent, and I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that.
Right.
But you know, we kind of patched things up and then didn't patch things up, and we just
Right.
don't really.
So you go to a lawyer meeting and they go,
Wayne calls the lawyer meeting, and we sit there and goes, right, so I want to leave. I'm just not doing what I want to do here. Like, I should be doing more and this and that. And I was like, fuck.
all of you like,
Yeah, I think he honestly thought he was going to be able to do it by himself.
right? Was that his plan? I'm going
He released
solo.
music,
Okay.
and it wasn't great
Right.
music.
So
I
did he have a
message.
deal in place, or was he just saying
He didn't
I'm
have
gonna?
a deal in place. I think he must have got. He went with an independent, I think.
Right. Did the conversation not go? We were just at a Grammy party with fucking
It's
the biggest
absolutely
guy.
stupid, and it must have been one. There was no way he was that unhappy. I don't care. Even now, I've not spoke to him, but if I could sit, I have very quickly spoke to him on the phone.
Right.
But that was only because of a TV thing we were going to do.
Right.
And I refused to believe that he was that unhappy. He wasn't.
Right.
I remember a couple of times we had a strop.
Right.
So that Bomb Diggy video, he turned up 2.5, 3 hours late
Right.
because he was trying to strong arm the label saying he wasn't going to come. Because some of the ad-libs that he did on the track were taken off
Right.
for the version we were doing and we were going to release.
And they were your ad libs.
No, his ad-libs were taken
No.
off.
Yeah. And yours
Yeah.
were put in.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Absolute fact, they were flat. Even with autotune, they just sounded flat.
Right.
And there was a lot of it. His vocal, he had a very flat tone.
Right.
On some songs, it just didn't sound good. Simple.
Looking back, can you appreciate his point of view or not?
No, because at the it wasn't like it was just quickly done. But the one ad-lib that we were talking about that no one really liked,
Right.
it got taken off.
Right. Okay.
Is what it is.
Right.
I get why. Don't get me wrong. I get why he could be a bit pissed off, but also it was more an ego thing because he wasn't doing the leads. He wasn't the lead. He wasn't seen as the lead singer. I wasn't particularly a lead singer in my eyes. I think we both did stuff.
I think
know
publicly you were.
Yeah, and
Let's
I think
have it
I
right.
definitely was more prominent.
Right.
But we both did, both had
Yeah.
to do a thing. And I get why that might be hard. I totally get that. But I think at that point,
It's the worst call you can make.
it was the worst call.
Do you think he did it out of spite, or do you think he would? Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. I think he was obviously planning it. But to do it at that time, I think that was just
Right.
cut your nose off, spite your face.
And
but,
he's adamant, I'm leaving, I'm done.
yeah.
He just walks out and
And
done.
at that point, obviously it throws everything in turmoil.
crisis meeting.
Yeah. So when we auditioned for another person at one point.
Okay.
Which was just didn't.
I suppose you've got explore options, right?
Yeah, and among some people I know who are doing very well, done very well since auditioned and whatever else, and it was just it's not at work, is it? Like, so then I went and did Buggin and started doing that while we were still working stuff out.
So you're still working stuff out. Clive Davis is waiting for you. What's he doing?
I think
He's
at
gonna blow
that
out.
point,
What's
I would assume he's like, well, what the fuck? If these guys aren't getting their shit together, I can't be asked. I think that was what it was.
Right.
And at that point, then it just died. Like, so
does that make you look angry? Because it would make me angry. Yeah. Because that's like the bag, innit? That's the big
I honestly
bag.
feel we'd have smashed it.
Yeah.
We were doing songs with Rodney Jerkins. We were doing good stuff that would have transitioned to America.
Yeah.
It would have been NSYNC, but a bit more R&B.
Are kind of NSYNC out at this point? Are they?
Oh
smashing?
yeah, they're on our label.
But that's what I mean. So how is that seeing their growth whilst you're?
They were bigger anyway. If I'm honest, it was hard seeing a lot of people's growth. In terms of, for instance, when you look at, so it's funny now, like Five, for instance. We had a bit of a thing with Five.
Right.
Back in the day. And I don't really know why now. I do know why for some of it. But they were pop.
Yep.
We were R&B, and we kind of had this whole thing. We thought we were really fucking cool. We should have just chilled out a bit and just gone with the whole thing. We're a boy band, we're just a cool boy band.
Right.
But we were even fighting that. We didn't want to be seen as a boy band.
Okay.
Which now feels ridiculous.
Yeah.
But is what it was at the time. And now, when I look at Five, we think, oh, what is this shit? But they were massive.
Well,
and
they've got an arena tour, haven't they?
Yeah, and now looking at it, I see why. Because when I look at the songs now, I think their pop songs are amazing.
Yeah.
Come on, as pop songs, they're wicked.
Yeah.
At the time, we're like,
but pop is more commercial, right? The reach, I guess, is more.
It is
more widespread.
Yeah, but it's taken me a long time to appreciate how good that was.
But would you have wanted to go down the pop route as a group?
At the time, no.
No, that's what I mean.
But now, don't know, I'm still happy with what we did. But it is sometimes you sit and think, maybe should have sold out for.
So the band's in turmoil, and you decide to go and do some singles.
Yeah, it was more the label said, look.
Oh, the label will call you, yeah?
Yeah, I was with the same label.
Right.
Obviously, I was really kind of part of the garage scene.
Yeah.
Garage was coming out.
How did you enter the garage scene? Because R&B garage.
R&B garage was just literally in England. Were like hand in hand.
Right.
You know, Twice as Nice was a big part of that.
Yeah.
And that was, that was what we used to do. We'd go Twice as Nice. We'd Garage Nation, all these things
all of that.
Later on. Yeah. So, that was my scene anyway. I was always there.
Right.
And that's where I would party as well.
You loved the music, yeah?
Yeah. Down to, I took David to Twice as Nice. I took Westlife to Twice as Nice. I took, all these,
Yeah.
Because that was the music people wanted to be at. Yeah. And I would DJ there anyway.
Right.
So.
Are you DJing prior now? Have you always been a DJ?
Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
So I was DJing from 15.
Right.
When
looking back
at it now, I don't think I was that great, to be honest. But
but you can hold a mix, that's it.
Oh yeah, definitely I could mix, but I wasn't that great.
Right.
But the platform just kind of got to that point,
Yeah.
and then you get better and better, and I feel I'm a good DJ now, but it's a bit late.
Right.
But yeah, so that was part of the whole process, really, for me, with garage being part of what I was doing. So then I'm like, look, let's do a garage track. I'm going to write a garage track.
Yeah.
Write it with some really, really clever way to do it. Wrote it with some drum and bass producers, Johnny L. And we wrote Buggin.
Right.
And Buggin was like, Nick was like, let's release it. I love it. Let's release it. And that went to number 6 in the chart. Once again, at that point, garage wasn't really in the chart.
Right.
It was, the forefront of, you got Craig smashing it.
Yeah.
But that was kind of it, I think, at that point, actually.
You kind of helped bring garage up.
It was just
more commercial.
It was good timing.
Right.
Once again.
Right.
I had a pop background status that helped.
Yeah.
But
then how is that now? You're kind of entering the pop world now without the boys. You're doing it solo.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I'm still trying to sort things out. It just didn't work. So I'm like, we're going to do another one.
But on the surface, it looks like the nail on the head for another level.
Yeah, it was really. That was it.
Is that the message to the boys then? Because they're thinking, by that point, he's kind of gone his own way, and the song's done well. So
yeah, and it's just naturally there was nothing to do.
So was there a final conversation to say like it's done? Or
yeah, we just said, look, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do anything.
And that's after Buggin.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like,
and then it just tailed off. It wasn't like a big right, fuck it. It was just tailed off.
But in your mind, the other guy that left, are you thinking, yeah, fuck you, bro. You tried to do your solo thing.
Yeah. We saw each other out.
Right.
And because he did a track, and I remember something about it went to 147 or some shit.
Right.
And I remember him coming up to me and saying some shit, and I went, and 147 came up, the number. I think I might have even made a t-shirt.
147 snooker break. I might
have even made a t-shirt of it or something.
Oh, did you?
And I remember him saying something, and I said, I think what made it turn it into a fight, I think it was at Scala actually.
Right.
He said something to me. I said, mate, you're even playing a clown in your video.
Right.
Because he dressed up as a clown or a waiter or some shit in his video.
Right. So it's
and
proper
then it
beef.
off. Yeah, that was it. So that was it done.
And you're actually fist fighting each other.
I mean, it's handbags at dawn shit. Really,
right.
But yeah.
But it must have felt good that I'm charting now. I don't.
It wasn't. No, it didn't feel good. It was like.
No.
It wasn't like oh fuck you, because without being a dick.
Right.
I didn't think he was going to do anything anyway.
Right.
Okay. He wasn't as good as he thought he was.
Right.
Fact.
Buggin charts.
Yeah.
You're right back in the limelight.
Yeah.
You're a pop star now.
Yeah.
Ego still in check? Are you Dane Bowers now?
I'd say more in check than I would say,
okay.
I think.
Yeah.
And then Nick says, right, do you want to do another one? I said, yeah, I do, but I want to do a reply to Buggin as a duet, so a woman talking about the guy Buggin.
Right.
And he said, who do you want to do it with? And I said, a Spice Girl. And he said, shut up. I said, no, come on, man, let's do a fucking Spice Girl. And I think
straight, I want a Spice Girl.
Yeah.
What Spice Girl is in your mind at that junction? Then?
It was Victoria anyway, because she's the only one that hadn't done anything.
Right.
So they contacted Victoria, and she's like, yeah, go on then.
Okay, and she said, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And how is that for you, Spice Girls?
I mean, that was just massive.
Okay.
Obviously, I'd met them before briefly. I'd kind of knew Jerry and Emma more.
Right.
In fact, most of them more than I'd met Victoria. I
Right.
met David very briefly because I was a Man United fan, so I was a big David
That must have been
Beckham
good
fan.
for you?
Yeah, massive, man. So when that came about, it was like, fuck, okay, this is big shit. It's the first single.
Right. It's got to be
And
good.
she's not just a Spice Girl, she's David Victoria. Like, it's a big fucking thing.
And it's her first single.
And she's very hands-on with it, knowing it had to be good, and she's pulling strings and like kicking out, you know, and if people were like, we haven't got the money, Flats, no, we've got to spend that money.
Okay.
So, you know, she kind of opened a lot of doors on that.
Right. You cut the record.
Yeah.
Flies.
It was just getting a lot of support.
Right.
Even on the underground, it was like
Charts where?
2.
Okay.
With 250,000 sales.
Fucking hell, you do that now, mate. You're fucking quadruple
Any
platinum.
week within the last 5 years of that time would have been number 1. It was just Spiller, Groove Jet, which was a great song. And there was this whole big battle.
Right.
Publicly about who's going to be number 1.
Right.
And then right at the end, they sent out a buying team. Facts.
What's the buying? Oh, they go out and buy the records.
Facts.
Are you sure?
Shit.
Allegedly. Don't sue
no.
me. Entertainment
No,
purposes.
facts. I think it's been spoken about since.
Really?
And then there was some beef, but to be fair, it was,
You reckon it's a buying team?
Great song.
But
yeah.
but
it was only we're a couple thousand behind.
But couldn't you have done that in theory?
Probably.
Can you blame him for doing that?
Not now, no.
No.
It went to number 1. It was a big talking point. Don't be wrong. The battle was what made it even bigger and bigger. I mean, 250,000 sales to go to number 2.
Yeah. Is that annoying for you though?
Oh yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. But it did what it needed to do. It was still big.
Song's big. You're loving it. You publicly made a joke with her to say that she couldn't sing, and
I think every now and then, yeah.
I don't know if it got taken the wrong way, or I don't know what happened. Do you want to clarify that for me now?
No, I think it was in an interview we were in together. I think we used to rip each other anyway. It was good fun.
And you said
it was because everyone would always bring up the auto-tune thing.
Right.
But what I said to him was, we deliberately used auto-tune because Buggin was auto-tune.
Right.
And I wanted it to be the same.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a little bit of auto-tune. It was a lot.
Yes.
To purposefully make that sound.
Right.
Almost like the vocoder type sound.
All of that.
So I always had a back, but it was one interview, I said, because you can't sing. And then people pick it up.
It got picked up and taken in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Do you regret saying it because it looked bad? It kind of looked like people were saying, I told you so,
Yeah.
I told you so.
No, it was with her sat there.
But was she cool with it afterwards? Because there seemed like a lot of backlash.
No, she was fine because it was like...
And then kind of money-wise off these singles, you're earning a lot?
Yeah, publishing was good because I wrote it.
How like good is good?
I mean, it's still
now?
Yeah, you still get...
PRS?
I mean, I can say that, not a lot, but yeah. Yeah, every year, every few months you get a little bonus.
What's the biggest PRS check you've seen?
God. in the past few years, I had one for like 10 grand, and I don't know. I had to look from where it was from, because you get something every few months anyway, so they shouldn't really have stacked up that.
And
much.
the beautiful thing is now with music and that, things can just come back.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, all it takes, like, look
can.
at,
I mean,
look at
Britney
Kate.
gets played all the time anyway.
Yeah,
that does well.
Okay, and
yeah.
then do you put out an album? I think there's talks.
I wrote so. The worst. I think I was really unlucky with time. So I wrote an album, had an album ready, that had Buggin and that on, and then some other stuff that I wrote. I released another song as well, which didn't do that great.
Yeah.
Shut Up and Forget About It.
Right. But you're heavily going down the garage lane.
No, this was all R&B from there.
Right.
So
okay.
after that was.
Yeah, but then why the switch? Because you've got two commercial
Wasn't a
records,
switch,
the kind of garagey. You're kind of.
Because all my mixes always had garage mixes anyway.
Yeah, but you're presenting yourself as a now almost, dare I say, a garage artist. Fair to say.
Yeah, but
no?
I wasn't.
Greg's like,
no, not really. Like
okay.
At that time, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
That was like my creative thing was garage right now.
Okay.
And I've always got that, like I said, there's always a garage mix. Like all of our garage mixes of every song were big.
Yeah. So talk of an album, you get an album deal.
So basically, Nick Raphael had this big thing where he was still my A&R. He was leaving because he was going to Sony.
Right.
And he did. He's just blown up Sony. He's like the biggest fucking guy in England's ever seen type shit. Right. But when he went, I kind of got lost. I got passed on to a different A&R, and the idea they wanted was
something else.
Not. So the album I'd already written, and also an album for a young girl that I'd already written, with which Nick had signed. Both of those got lost, really. And it was like.
What, as in they weren't putting it out?
No, because they wanted to change what it was and what I was doing. I'm like,
so you felt shelved?
Yeah,
Is
pretty
it fair
much.
to say that?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And how kind of annoying is that when you've got top 10 singles, people
man,
know?
It's annoying, but it's also dangerous because you're sitting there thinking, what do I do now? Like, I've never had a job. Like, I can't go out and just go and get a normal job.
That's what I mean.
You think that. I was lucky I still carried on with TV, presented loads of TV shows, so that kind of kept me doing stuff.
Right.
Like I did Pop Stars The Rivals.
Yeah.
Smash It's TV and that, so I was kind of still doing bits.
Keeping afloat.
Yeah.
But is it kind of frustrating you, or like in the back of your mind, are you thinking, what's going on in my career?
So. I mean, I can't think of it now as a real painful thing, but at the time it would have been.
And then is there kind of a realization point that, hold on, perhaps my time or this window is closing or closed?
Oh, all the time, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there were times where, I moved to different towns and stuff with girlfriends I had at the time, and moved and lived that life where I wasn't really doing much.
But you're earning money how then?
I would DJ.
Right.
DJing but there were times, to be honest, where I was totally, utterly struggling. Like, I was lucky I had money. Right. I had like some stuff in property and stuff, but there were still times where I didn't have any money.
Right.
Like no money.
So what did you do then?
I don't know.
You rent the penthouse. So was the penthouse thing?
No, the penthouse was gone by then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I somehow always made it. I always did something.
Right.
But I didn't mind. I didn't mind, but I wasn't shying away from the fact if I had to struggle for a few months.
But was it like a bitter pill to swallow? Like perhaps this is.
Yeah,
like
but I just also think it is what it is, man. Like there are people around you doing the same shit. Maybe worse, having a harder time than you are. It's what it is. Like,
yeah.
Ego-wise is more.
That's what I mean. Like in your own head.
Yeah, but then. I don't know, man. I've been through my era of having some counsellors and being depressed and doing all that.
Right.
Thankfully, I never was on drugs. So
is that because of the musical journey then?
It'll be just the journey of having stuff and then not having stuff.
And did counselling help you?
Anyways,
did counselling help you?
At times, I guess. There's been different eras where I've kind of had counselling. It sounds stupid. No one's above or too intelligent or whatever for counselling, but I kind of felt that what I was getting back from it was what I just knew I was going to be getting back from it.
Waste of money. Give my money back.
Yeah, I just felt like I kind of know what you're saying. Like, I get it. I just don't. I know that already.
You go on Big Brother as well. Is that
Big
is
Brother?
that
Yeah, so that's what I mean. All these little things that I did Big Brother and Come Dine With Me. I think all in the same year.
And is that just to kind of keep your face out there, or is it for money? Is it a bit of both?
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Money was really good.
Is there like a thirst or a want to be in the limelight again?
Now?
When you was doing that, is it like a drug? Do you know what I mean? Because you're out the limelight. Do you feel like out of sight is out of mind?
Not so much. The limelight by that point, I was like, that was great, but that's not. God, I'd like to be doing stuff I really like and maybe be recognised for it. You know, you miss that bit. People saying that was really good. As far as like being the famous person again, take it or leave it.
And the Big Brother house, is it like as mad as people say? Like, is it like a nut asylum?
The only word is boring.
Okay.
Amazing experience. You can't buy that experience.
Right.
Not many people get to do it. At that point, it was the last ever one.
Right.
On Channel 4, and then they brought it back, but it was supposed to be the last ever one.
Right. Who was in the
house? It was
house?
5 weeks. So it was me, Vinnie Jones, Ivana Trump,
Wow.
Cisco, Jonas, Bass Hunter. Yeah, there's loads of us in there, man.
So you know when
Stephen Baldwin.
You know when you see all these famous people, is it just like you're like used to it? Is it water off a duck's back, or you just?
No, I think he's still impressed by people.
That's what I mean.
I find people impressive.
Right.
For different reasons now, I guess. Like for instance, over the past year or so, I'd say there's been a few times I've been like, do you know what? Wow, like.
Who are we talking about?
Ashley Waters for one,
right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I messaged him straight after I watched that show. I said to him, by the way, you know, it's nice to see people flying a flag and actually like breaking ground everywhere.
Yeah.
I think he need massive props. I think Ed Sheeran's one. I think Ed Sheeran's a role model as well.
Yeah.
You know, people like that, even though their music and what they're doing is great, but the way they carry themselves and what they're doing, they're the people that young people should look at. So yeah.
Do you appreciate people like Ed Sheeran? Like you've put a stone in that building. I mean, you're one of the foundations. Do you ever
I wouldn't say that. No, I think Ed Sheeran's.
No, but just British music icons.
It's nice to be part of British music.
That's what I'm trying
Definitely,
to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a different level.
Yeah, but I'm saying some of these people, the foundations that you guys or people have laid.
Yeah, definitely feel like everyone's a part of it. You know, I would say Damage are a part of UK R&B, and whatever else in our ways. You know, we've all kind of added to that. I just like what he's doing in terms of how he opens up, and he's done what he's done. Same with Stormzy. I think Stormzy's done what he did when he first came out. Obviously, has now been able to maintain how big he is was revolutionary at the time for English music. And you every now and then you get someone that does that. And I just think those people should probably be celebrated.
And UK R&B in general, how do you see that? R&B in general seems to have just dipped.
There isn't.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, what is it with that?
Yeah, I think it's missed. I think pop music's missed, actually,
yeah.
to be honest. But then there was culture, like, you know, we had Top of the Pops, we had SMTV, or that fueled pop music.
Right.
There isn't pop music now, is there? Like,
well,
I don't know what
it's popular, I guess.
R&B is pop
but
music
R&B
now,
in general, I don't see no R&B.
No.
I interview people and I feel like that scene,
no.
Unfortunately, it's quite sad, really.
You've got some old school people that occasionally bring something like Chris Brown and Usher are kind of bringing new stuff out.
Yeah, but else. British R&B, is that even a thing? Is it even a lane? It seems very undergroundy. It's quite sad.
Funny enough, I don't listen to a lot of new music. I sound really old.
No, I feel you on that.
But I'm just like, there's some good stuff, but I'm like, nothing's like smashing me in the face.
It was a golden era, wasn't it?
I think so. I think the 90s was the late 90s, early 2000s.
What a time to be alive.
I think so.
Pages and phones, bro.
Yeah.
So you moved to Dubai then?
Yep.
Reason being? This is about 10
9 years ago. I was DJing everywhere anyway. I DJed there years before.
Right.
I was DJing at the time in Ibiza. And I did a few months there for a change, which I've never done. I DJ every year, fly in and out.
Yeah.
And I met a guy there, name's Chris Wright, massive promoter in Dubai, but also he was big in Ibiza. He runs Sin Sundays, which was the big event at O Beach.
Right.
And I was actually living with him for a little bit. And he was like, look, come to Dubai in the winter, you'll love it. Mm-hmm. And I went, and I just never left.
What is it you love about it?
Dubai, was, at the time, I mean, it was better back then, actually. It's, how can I say it? I mean, if you're single, it was a great place to be. It was. But now I'm in a relationship. It's even better. Like it's...
Okay, why?
Do you know what it's...
I don't think that sounded right.
No, it is, because it's a place where you can share things, you can do anything, like the restaurants and bars and that side of it. If you want that, that's taken care of.
Yeah.
Activities in terms of, I'm addicted to golf and paddle at the minute. I go do that.
Paddle's this new wave, isn't it, bro? People are getting mad over paddle.
I play it 3-4 times a week.
Right.
I've got my captain's license, so I've got a boat club I'm part of. I take boats out on the water and do all that, and like, if I want to, I can go to the beach. If I want to, I can go sit at the pool.
Yeah.
For me, that lifestyle's, and you know what? It's a place where people try and elevate you rather than bring you down.
Right.
England, for many, many years, because of popular culture and because of tabloid press and everything else, is a country, not just the only country, but is built on bringing you down.
Right. We don't celebrate success here, do we?
We want to take it from you. I want to climb above you.
Right.
That's British culture.
Right.
American as well, but 100% British culture.
Right.
Even musically, now a bit more, but back in the day, you saw all the American artists doing stuff together. You'd be this featuring that, that featuring that. You didn't see that in England.
Yeah.
No one did that in England.
Right.
No one. And because it was all a kind of a ladder step. Let me get above. Let me bring him down so I can get there. Dubai is the opposite. Dubai is full of people, entrepreneurs that are trying to make something of themselves. Honest to God, every time if I go play golf or go somewhere, I'll meet someone that we can help each other in something.
Right.
And it happens.
Right.
We'll say, do you know what I do? Yeah, you should meet this guy. That's what it's built on. And that mentality is what I like. I also like the fact, obviously, drugs. I mean, there's drugs everywhere, but there's no drugs openly. Crime. Mate, I don't lock my front door. Try to do that here. I go to a shop in Dubai and I leave my car running so the AC's running because it's obviously too hot.
Right.
I go in for half hour, come out, my car's there.
Yeah. Do you think that will ever change, like inevitably, or do you think?
I've seen a change in 9 years.
Yeah.
I mean, the haters will be like, yeah, but you go there and there's no freedom of speech, or you go in there not to pay tax. And it's like, no, what are you talking about? I'm going to a country where their way of life is their way of life.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't live there.
Right.
Simple. But I like the respect there. I like. Don't be wrong. There's some things like anywhere that I'm like, I don't really agree with that. I would rather not do that. But
yeah,
the alternative is, come here and get stabbed. Where we live, like I don't like my friends and my nieces and nephews. Like they're doing really well, but you do worry about them going out.
Absolutely.
Because maybe not stabbed, but there's going to be someone will confront them and look at them funny.
Yeah.
What, 9 times out of 10 in the street?
And I presume you got your house 10 years ago when it was...
I've still got
penthouse. Sorry, I
come on, man.
corrective. Sorry.
P1.
P1.
No, so I mean, I've still
McLaren.
I've still got bits like with my dad. I've got some investments and stuff like that, so I do right with that. But I'm by no means millionaire, living a millionaire lifestyle.
Right.
By no means, and especially in Dubai, like I'm bottom of it. Like, there's money there.
Yeah.
But it's just a nice place to be. If you've got a good circle of friends, it's just no one wants to bring you down. And mentally, why would you not want to do that?
Yeah.
Like, why would I not want to be in a place like that rather than be in a place like here? And if I came back here, I'd get ripped. What is he doing now? What are you doing now? Oh, he's lost it. He's leaving Dubai. He's not making any money. All this, and people in the streets. Oh, you used to be, and all this stuff. And
right.
I don't need to hear that.
Yeah. Coming back though, what is it like when you going through towns? Because we were talking off camera.
Yeah. So I miss things. I miss high streets.
Right.
I don't miss the high streets now.
Right.
I do miss the seasons and the weather, and I miss my friends and my family, and I do miss what I remember about England. I used to love England.
Right.
I was a champion for it. I'd go everywhere around the world and be like, no one beats England.
Right.
Problem is now is my experience. I'm not saying this is everyone's experience, but my experience is I come here and things just don't happen nice for me. It's all loads of horrible shit. Like people talk rubbish and this. And I'm like, it's not for me. And that's a shame because I think it's a great place to be. And at the right time and in in the right scenario, it is a great place to be. Just for me, it's not. But for instance, my family are here. My friends are here. They don't agree with everything I say on it. And I'm really happy for them. I just know that my experience here, I wouldn't know what to do if I come back here.
You got in another public relationship recently with a former Love Islander. Do you want to comment on that? You want to leave that?
No, I mean, I don't mind. There's not really much to say. Like, we met in Dubai.
Yeah.
We actually met in Dubai, had a thing, split up, and then obviously that's why she did Love Island.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you were with her before Love Island? I didn't know that. Okay.
And then we got back together.
Hold on. So you were with her first.
Yeah.
She goes on Love Island.
Yeah.
How was that then, seeing her on Love Island?
It was annoying because I got a lot of calls and a lot of, and it was mentioned and
right.
Which of course.
When you got calls as in like, do you know like?
Yeah, I hear that you're her ex and blah blah blah. So
right.
I mean, by the way, I'm not saying that's what
Did you watch that series?
Show, but
You
I
must have
watched bits of it. Yeah, I did
Right.
watch bits of it.
Is it annoying? Is it kind of frustrating?
The first bit, I didn't watch all of it. I started watching it. I was like, oh, and it wasn't very nice.
Right.
Just because just mentally.
Of course.
But then I was like, oh,
Right.
do your thing. Like we weren't together. I was like, do your thing towards the end.
Well, obviously, she does her thing.
Yeah, and then
He's out.
And then we got back together.
Okay, why did you get back together?
Just, I don't know, we met, it wasn't even planned. We just met up again, chatted, because she was there before me, Dubai.
Right.
And her sister's there. So she came over to see the family, and that was that. But we just wanted very different things. It's now very obvious we wanted very different things. She wanted to have a baby and do a thing, and that's what she got, and that's what she did.
Have you got kids?
I've got an older son.
Right.
But she was like, she's where she needs to be now. Once again, I don't really hate any of my exes, or, I wish her the best.
Yeah.
I've seen her since, and would say hello.
You're good. So you're going to see Katie later tonight, and then
Apparently.
Right. Let's talk about another level then. You're reforming.
Yeah.
Or you've reformed.
Yes.
Now, just talk me through this, because I see it and I'm here for it. What was the inspiration?
We're asked to reformed all the time.
I can imagine.
And obviously, even down to big reunion.
Yes.
That's when I last spoke to Wayne. We were going to do that, and then
What happened?
I'm pretty sure he wanted more money and blah, blah, blah.
How did the conversation go when you spoke to Wayne after the...
We were like, we didn't really touch on much.
You haven't spoken about the issue?
But it was very apparent that was not going to work. So then I did big reunion myself, and
Upper Street as well. Shit.
Yeah.
Was that prior or before?
No, Upper Street. That one. Upper Street was a different one.
Yeah. Upper Street was a different one.
Upper Street was the MTV Totally Boy Band.
Right.
Forgot about that.
Shall we just touch on that quickly? Well, you got told to join a boy band with all different people. You were up for it.
It was good fun, man.
Yeah.
It was really big for MTV.
Yeah.
Like after the Osbournes, I think it was one of their biggest shows.
Right. That's what I mean.
Good fun, man.
Had a group.
We were the first people to film inside China White.
Come on, finally, after all my 3-4 grand
without
bill.
people hiding, we had to have a camera in there.
Right.
That was good fun, just because it was good people.
Yeah. And it just disbands. Why? Because
it was only for the TV show.
Okay,
anyway.
but then there was a single, wasn't it?
It could have, but that didn't do well at all. Which was, they didn't really push it very well.
Right.
At all.
Because you would have thought MTV's the platform as well. They could have just.
They just didn't put any money behind it.
Oh, they didn't.
And it was
So you feel like it was just used for the series.
Nobody could buy the single.
Oh, you can't.
No,
even now.
There was a point we had MySpace back then. You won't remember this.
MySpace.
But we had MySpace back then.
Yeah, I know about
And
MySpace.
people were writing in saying, "Where can I buy the single?" And no one was stocking the single.
Yeah, I know we had a problem. I remember there was a huge problem
Distribution
with our price at the time.
Our price, yeah.
And there was a massive problem where there was no CDs on the shelf.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was a delivery problem or what, but it was
That's a problem.
It was really bad.
Oh, okay.
Really bad.
But it was never in your mind to keep it going, like, or did you?
If it was going to work, it would have.
Okay,
but
everyone was up
TV
for
show.
it. If it had, okay.
It just didn't
Yeah,
work.
I just remember that opportunity. Sorry,
Yeah.
right. The big reunion. So you do the big reunion.
That was fifth story. Fifth story.
What's fifth? All right, go on.
That was the name of the band in the end.
Right.
But that was just a thing where they put 5 single artists together, or
Similar format.
Yes, it was because Another Level wouldn't do it.
Right.
They said, well, I still want you to do it. So it was me, Gareth Gates, Adam Rickett,
Right.
Kenzie,
Okay.
and Kavanagh. And it's,
Okay.
And it's just a good TV show.
But then what songs you singing?
All of ours.
Oh,
our
okay.
own. So
Fair
we'd
enough.
all sing each other's songs.
And did that have legs on it, or did you just think that was?
It was
just
a TV show.
You weren't serious?
I don't think so. No,
Right.
I don't think anyone was really planning from that. It was just really good to do.
Okay. So there's always been Another Level reunion.
So with
Let's
Another
talk
Level,
about
it was like we got back together again 3 or 4 years ago. 3 of us.
Right.
And we did
which
History.
three?
It was me, Mark, and Bobak.
Right.
Wayne would just.
You speak to Mark and Bobak in this time or not?
Yeah. So.
Is this after the parrot in the cage or whatever you
Oh, it's a long time after the parrot.
Okay, so you still talk to them?
I didn't. We got back and
Right.
So we did History.
A one-off show.
Yeah.
Go well?
Yeah, it did
I would
go
have
really
thought
well.
so, yeah.
Really well. And then it was just a talk with backlash for this probably, but Bobak Bobak thinks that we should be getting £1 million for a show.
Right.
And I'm trying to tell him, someone who's been in it and been doing it and is still, knows what's going on. That's not how it works.
We're not, yeah.
And he was always a know-it-all thing of, no, but it should be this, we should be that. I'm like, oh, do you know, I can't be asked.
Right.
So we just didn't bother. And then he just got stupid and
Right.
that was that. So then me and Mark, obviously we still want to do stuff.
Yeah.
And then Greg actually said, look, why don't you do it? But just do it, put some other people together. Everyone's doing that.
Right.
I was like, I don't really want to do it unless we're having fun. Like,
Well, that's the, yeah.
Yeah, so that was our thing. And then we were like, well, look, if you do it with us, and our mate Shawnee as well, let's do a 4 that way. Turn it into like we do with a DJ show, make it more of an experience, do our songs as well, but make it a show, like an hour show. And it works really well. And now we're getting loads of bookings for it, but it's just good things we pick and choose.
The controversial choice, I suppose, is 2 new members.
Yeah.
That's very controversial.
Yeah, because people are like, oh, it's not the same.
Yeah,
I've been like that myself.
Obviously, for like the nostalgia purposes, you kind of want to see them old faces. And granted, you can't see the old faces. Yeah. So I'm kind of wondering, did you need those 2? Or could they have... Because you really said this is the group and you put their faces here. Yeah. Which is...
Listen,
your choice and great.
The ideal thing for any group getting back together is to do an
Of course,
lineup.
and
but it just doesn't happen.
It's not on the cards, but in theory you could have just fronted it and just had like background dancers or something. That's a very bold
Greg
move.
said that as well, and I'm like, I don't...
Greg, what was your thought process then?
I just wanted to hang out with my best mate again.
There you go.
Easy money in it, drive around in the Chrysler Voyager.
What a soft ass.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we Dane did the Boys on Block thing and had a lot of fun with it.
Right.
And we kind of just said, so James, who runs Garage Nation, asked me to headline the R&B 10 as a DJ in my own rights. I said, great. And he also said, do you think Another Level would reform and headline it with Damage? I said, look, I'll ask the question. History was such a good show. It was meant to be, it was the first show they'd done in 20 years. We came off stage, you know, it was a really good show.
Yeah.
So it was like...
Because he DJ'd for that anyway, so he did it for
the history thing. And, you know, James being a close friend of mine, one of the very handful of people that I can not say no to.
He's a lovely guy.
Make it happen. Had the conversation with Dane, and we said, look, why don't we make it as a half DJ set, half live show, have some fun with it, see how it goes. We did it. I've got a very good friend of mine, Shawnee, who hosts for me when I DJ. He was another element, and he's got a great voice, good personality as well, good stage presence. So we were like, look, let's try it out. Let's see how we get on. And the turning point for us was we've done a show, we've done R&B Nation, but we also last minute called to do a show for Butlins, and we had people coming up to us saying it was probably one of the best shows they saw in a while. So we were like, look, let's just take it a bit seriously and tighten the show up and go out there and done it. And that's what.
And it's always to be fair, it's along the same lines as what we did with Boys on Block in terms of we do our own songs, but we also do massive party
tunes.
And it's a great show. Honestly, it's a good show.
No, I don't dispute the show. What I'm trying to get to is did you really need the 2 members? Because there's 2 of you. Court's been there from M&A. He's sat here. He's trying to go it alone. Yeah. You see it with E17, etc., etc. And people appreciate that members come and go. Even with FIVE, I think one of them had gone for God knows how long or whatever it was.
Well, Az was in Boys on Block with me, and now he's back with them.
So shit happens.
If you can do that, obviously it's a great thing to be able to do. It's just not on the cards for us. So would I do it by myself with back? I might as well just do my own shit and just sing Another Level.
But anyway. You could come out as Dane Bowers Another Level in theory and just do the show.
That was one of his ideas as well.
Because
I don't think that's as good.
I don't mean to be rude. You're the lead singer. Some people they're coming to see you and get a nostalgic feel.
Yeah, I get it, but they definitely get nostalgia with Mark.
Yeah. Mark's obviously
so
no like disrespect.
If there wasn't 2,
so you can identify with them and say, right, I know them. And
if there wasn't at least 2, then it's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I just felt with this, we're like, well, look, they're asking for Another Level. I would rather do it with Mark, and I'd rather get someone else on stage as well, because I just think it looks better, and we can actually harmonise, we can do bits and pieces if we need to.
Does this save me from dancing?
Yeah, because I get them to do it.
You like dance, I'm going to do my ad-libs.
Here's the thing though, I will say this. Not that we've been lazy, but the shows we've done so far have been good, but they haven't been polished enough.
Right.
So we're now...
At least you can say that.
100%. Because I'll be honest, like, I still have massive props for Damage when they come out and do their show.
Yeah.
They do the dance moves, they do all of that.
Still on it.
They're slick.
Yeah.
And it makes you sit and think, do you know what? we've got to fix up a little bit.
Right.
So we're going to make more of a polished show. Ours is not that kind of show because we DJ and we just go out and vibe. But we need some structure. So we're working on that now as well.
Is this just for show purposes, or are you a group? Are you recording?
We're not recording.
Right.
We said that's not a no thing. But at the minute, it's honestly, we're having fun.
Okay.
Money's good as well, but honestly, we're enjoying it.
And can you use the name without anyone talking?
Yeah.
I think Bobak did say something in the press that he was not consulted about this or something.
He doesn't need to be. The reason why he's not consulted is because he's not wanted.
Okay.
Honestly, he wrote down that newspaper thing he did. He said, I was really upset to know they didn't even ask me. We're not asking you because we don't want to work with you.
Right.
That's how simple.
Why is that? It's hard to work with.
No, because he kicked off. And he kicked off. He was always friends with Mark, but then he recently kicked off with Mark as well. So Mark's like, well, I don't want to talk to you either.
Right.
So why on earth would I have rang him and said, by the way, do you want to do this show? I wouldn't.
Right.
So I'm definitely not going to ring up and say, we're doing the show without you.
Right.
What's the point in that?
Can he legally go out and do another level show? That's what I'm trying to get. Okay. I'm not saying he would.
I mean, I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't even stop.
Greg's like, we own the trademark, man. You can try.
We do own the trademark, but I wouldn't even be like, I wouldn't bring up a newspaper and say, what the fuck?
Okay. And then are you singing? Are you doing songs? Because why does not, you got a great voice, you've got an iconic voice. People resonate with your voice, they know it's you.
Yeah, I've had a bit of so the past few months, I've had a little mental issue myself in terms of, I can't sing how I used to sing. And it's because I don't sing. And so now I'm starting to actually, I'll sing, but 10, 15 minutes in, I'm done.
But that's what you need to do in a song, man. In the studio.
It is. And don't get me wrong, I can still sing, but I can't sing what I want to sing.
Right.
And that's frustrating.
Do you think that's gone forever, or it's just practice?
It's a muscle, isn't it?
Right, exactly.
I'm talking, when I say don't
sing,
best
get training.
I don't walk around and sing. I just don't sing. So now I'm doing some vocal warm-ups.
That desert heat, innit, bruv?
There's that as well. I've got food tolerances now. I'm getting old. Man.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of trying to pick that up because I am, for instance, I've just written a couple of songs again. I just need to get my I'm on that vibe of.
But are you on that path? That's what I'm trying to get.
So in terms of recording or whatever else, do we do that? Maybe. Definitely wouldn't say no.
But what about Dane Bowers as solo?
Maybe. I think I'd rather just write at the minute.
Because there's a real garage resurgence now. Craig David's album is kind of garage. It never went anyway, but
listen, if I wrote a wicked song and I decide, well, I'm going to sing it myself, then I'll do that.
But you got actively write it. Are you doing that stuff?
I'm writing. I've just started writing again.
Man.
Different vibes, different ideas.
Yeah.
So if it leads to that, but I do need a couple of months to try and sort my shit out.
Come on, man, swear out, man.
Yeah, I know.
We were talking off camera, but you publicly did go for a hair transplant, and you put it out there.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? Because number one, there's like a thing about it. Guys don't want to do it. They want to almost do it in secret, like it's a bad thing.
I'm not. Yeah,
but
I'm
you
not
were
one
public
of them,
quiet. Do you know what I mean?
But I just don't know why people would hide it.
Yeah.
If you want to do it and you want to look good, just do it.
And you did it when in May.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking growth for May, bro.
I've only cut it yesterday or day before.
Do you know what I mean?
So it was I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
I did my teeth at the same time. I wouldn't say my teeth were bad, but they definitely had little bits in it. Weren't great. So I thought, why not?
But just to document it, do you know what I mean? Like some people just go away and do it.
I had to because it was funny.
Okay.
Come on, who are you kidding? If you're gonna.
No, I respect it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people don't need. But if I want to do something on Instagram or whatever else, what?
Yeah.
What am I gonna say? I just fancy shaving my head.
No,
so I might as well tell them. So I didn't mind that, and I'm not embarrassed by it because I just feel if you want to make yourself better, women or men, do it.
Do it.
It's up to you, innit? So so I did that, but it was just funny, having the sawed down teeth. Me and him were what with that?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I thought it was a really good experience. I'm really happy I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, come on.
You're looking good as well, man.
Come on, man, try me.
I know you've had the pecs done.
No, man, don't try it, bro. This man's trying it. Listen, we do this thing. If you could just bear with, I asked ChatGPT to ask you some questions, okay? Right. So it's AI generated. Yeah. It's going really well. People are copying me now, but I started this shit.
I'm obsessed with ChatGPT. I use it for everything.
Okay, well, let's see how. Yeah. I've asked it to ask you questions. Right. So if I haven't read them, but I know it's always spicy. If you don't want to answer, don't answer it. When Another Level blew up, how wild did things really get behind the scenes? Covered that?
Yeah, we've covered that. It was very good, yeah.
Was there ever any jealousy or tension between you and the other band members when Fame hit? Covered that as well.
Covered that, it's doing good.
Do you think Another Level could have been as big as Westlife or Backstreet Boys if the group hadn't split?
No.
Fair to say.
Westlife were very hard. Both of those are very hard to be as big as.
Right.
Because pop music and the way that was. I think we'd have been a lot bigger than we are.
Side note, with like Five going on arena tours and Backstreet Boys in the sphere, can you not see something for you guys? Maybe, do you know what I mean? Because there's definite scope for it.
Yeah,
and you've got the bangers.
It's all scalable, isn't it?
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely scope to do something.
But you would.
But we're doing our shows in
entertain-
different ways. I mean, I'm gonna try and watch both of those shows.
Yeah, come on, man.
Great to watch.
Be honest, were you taken seriously as an R&B artist, or did people just see another level as a boy band?
But there you go. That was the thing. That's why we had to release as a white label first. But even then, we were on SMTV and we did all that stuff. So we were a boy band. We just tried not to.
Do you think you got the credit you deserve for your collab with Victoria Beckham, or did she overshadow you?
No, I think it was fair. I mean, as far as publicly, she was Victoria Beckham, but I wanted and needed that.
And that's her biggest solo single, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I didn't mind that. I think that was fine.
What's the fakest thing about the music industry that fans never see?
God, it's different now, isn't it? Because you see everything on on Instagram. I think what I would say back then there were superstars. Michael Jackson was a superstar. You didn't know nothing about him. You can't see what he's having for breakfast.
Right.
But now you can see. Right. I don't think there are superstars anymore.
And then how we've seen that TikTok world right now, do you know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, people like Taylor Swift, whether they're filling out arenas and stuff, but I don't think there were a handful of superstars where there was superstars then.
And then just kind of seeing TikTok stars blow up overnight, perhaps not doing the work that you guys have done.
See, I'm not a hater
for it. Is it annoying?
I think some of it I'm not really, but how can you argue with the public? People are buying it, people are watching it, so you can't really argue. You know, if someone's got 2 million views playing a computer game.
I had the Jet 2 lady here recently, the Jet 2 holiday, and she's had Jeff Goldblum, Mariah Carey, Donald Trump.
But the new Ibiza Boss, my guy's getting paid money.
For what?
I don't know, I've got DJs that are fuming.
Right,
okay,
you're a DJ.
I am, but I'm also
Does it not piss you off?
It'll last for a bit and then it'll stop. And you know what? Grab your money while you can.
Right.
You hate the guy. When he's full, grab the money, man. And if you were thrown in that situation,
100%. How much money do you think he can make if he plays it smart? Or do you think it's just a fad?
He's on 40, 50K, isn't he?
Or what? A show?
To show up.
Really, though?
Yeah.
Is he really getting
Vegas,
that?
50K.
Vegas ain't paying enough. He's not big in Vegas.
Mate, he's at Teo.
What?
Teo Beach Club.
Really?
Yeah,
what the fuck's he in Vegas?
I could find that, about 50K.
And then in like Ibiza, how much are you getting paid?
20.
And then the closing parties are soon, so I guess after that, is he...
Sort of money, if he's still at that point. I don't know if
is
he's
he out of there?
Big at that point. I think he's got the 1 year in him. Unless he's really clever. He'll have a manager now. He could do a reality show.
He could bring out a single.
Yeah.
You want to manage him, yeah?
He'll be on Katie's next single.
He'll be on Katie's next single? Oh my God. All right. Do you ever feel pressure to change your look or sound to fit in with the industry's image?
No.
Which celebrity you worked with was the hardest to deal with?
Bobak.
Have you ever turned down something in your career that you now regret?
Yeah. I'd never sold stories and stuff.
Right.
I was offered a lot of money.
How much?
Like hundreds.
Hundreds of grand? What,
Yeah.
100 grand? To just tell a story?
Yeah.
About what?
I didn't. Just about the time about Victoria, Kate, all that sort of shit. It wasn't me, man. And not that I regret it now, but I look back and think,
they offered you 100 bags.
Yeah, man.
To just talk.
Yeah, I should have done it, but
100
I shouldn't have done it. I'm glad.
But you could have told the story in a way that was not. But would they always just take your words?
Nah, the stories that's what they paid for.
Yeah, but you had the phone hacking money anyway. That was $1 million anyway. You know what I'm saying? Do you think UK garage and R&B from your era gets the respect it deserves today?
I do. Yeah, I think there's always a resurgence as well.
Yeah, full circle.
And you know what? It's so funny to see the younger generation knowing the songs. They know the songs.
It's lovely though.
18, 19, 20. They know the songs. Obviously, their parents, they know the songs.
Your time on Celebrity Big Brother, did it boost your career or damage it?
Boost. When I came out of Big Brother, I had 72 bookings over the year, DJ-wise.
Big money. Ibiza Final Boss money.
Yeah, it was good. It was good money.
You've been very open about your cosmetic surgery, veneers, hair transplant. Do you think men in the public eye feel more pressure now to look perfect?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it feels like everyone's under pressure for that. I don't really care about what public say. I just feel like I would have preferred to fix that, so I fixed it.
Yeah. How much of your private life was controlled by tabloids at your peak?
A lot of it.
What's the most outrageous rumour you've heard about yourself?
Memory's bad on that one. I'll come back to it. I'll pass.
Who do you think your reputation in what do you think your reputation in the press has held you back more than your talent? I don't know what reputation in press you had.
I mean, some of the stories that came out weren't great. It doesn't about hold me back, but yeah, in fact, no, some kind of ruined work. And,
Who made more money out of your mind, you or Victoria Beckham?
No, Victoria.
Who was the biggest diva in Another Level? I know what it's gonna say.
Bobak.
Yeah. If you could expose one dirty secret about the late 90s music scene, what would it be?
I wouldn't.
Looking back, do you think fame ruined your life or made it better?
I mean, I'm not one for regrets, so better.
If Another Level reunion happens, what's one thing that has to change this time around? The members.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Almost there. Back in Another Day levels, how crazy did the groupies really get? Any stories you've never told?
There's loads of them never told.
Did you ever hook up with someone famous in the public that the public still don't know about?
Yeah.
Who was it, Bob? This time?
That's the whole point.
Come on, man. Be real, was Victoria Beckham actually good in the studio or was it all hype?
No, she can hold a tune, man. She's all right.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Seriously.
I'm joking.
I've said to her, like, she'll say the same. She's not Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
But she can hold a tune.
At your peak, how much were you really making per month? That's a good question.
God. I don't know how to quantize it in a month. I mean,
Roughly, ballpark figure. 10 grand, 50
yeah,
grand?
say 10, something like that, maybe.
Hey,
Maybe.
It's good gravy, fella.
Yeah.
What's the most rock star thing you ever spent money on? He's laughing already, mate.
It's about Rockstar, but you know what I bought was pointless.
What?
I'd got a bowling ball that was see-through and had a skull in it. I don't know.
How much was it?
I don't know, but I don't know why I got it.
Where is it?
I don't play bowling.
Have you still got it?
No. I think I wanted it and I wanted it to light up on because I liked a skull in it.
Right. Just throw it over the penthouse, innit?
Yeah. Penthouse is too high for that.
Did labels ever try to push you into relationships or scandals for publicity?
No.
Who's one celebrity you partied with that could never handle their drink?
Ooh. Ben from Fats and Small can't handle his drink.
Oh, Ben has been here still. Big up Ben, you know. He just got married,
He'll fall asleep in every club.
Yeah.
Just fall asleep. As in, you're talking and you look around, he's asleep.
He's a big guy though, innit?
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Sometimes
No,
alcohol.
he's asleep. I'm sure he slept at the wedding, to be honest.
Big up Ben, man. What's one celebrity, no, we've done that. Out of all the bandmates, who was the worst with women and who was the biggest player? That's the biggest player.
Yeah.
Do you think UK boy bands secretly copied American ones or were you genuinely doing your own thing?
God, I mean, we obviously had to take inspiration from American bands because that was where the R&B came from. So, but pop bands, no. I'd say the other way around.
Did you think people were taking inspiration from you when you was in your peak? Did you ever see it?
Some.
Yeah.
I mean, Blue was formed around the idea of Another Level by some of the same people.
Is that facts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's exactly the same format as well. But by the way, they smashed us out of the park in terms of sales and everything else. Know the guys really well.
But is that because you had done the formula and
I think so,
when
yeah.
the blueprint is down?
I do think we paved a bit of the way, but they took it. They just took it really well. They did really well with it. Yeah, like no one could drop what Blue did. Blue were big.
They've killed it. What's the wildest DM you've had since making your comeback?
I haven't had any wild DMs.
Lies,
been tame.
lies. Silver foxes out
tame,
here.
man.
Don't get
no,
you.
honestly.
Quick fire round, just one word answers and we're done. Yeah. Thank you for your time. First celebrity crush.
Heather Locklear. You might know
What
who
was
that
she
is.
in? She wasn't 90210.
TJ Hooker.
No, she was in something else as well.
I don't know. TJ Hooker's
Man
right
went
now.
back to.
You look her up.
I know about Heather Locklear, bro.
Yeah,
Man, no.
yeah.
Best song you've ever recorded.
The Rain.
Worst song you've ever recorded.
Wasn't a fan. I guess I was a fool.
Biggest diva in Another Level.
Bobak.
Most famous person in your phone right now.
God.
Man's got choices. You get me.
Pass.
Who do you play golf with, bro? What shakes you playing golf with?
Nah, not shakes. There's a few ballers that play golf.
Have you got like a community of famous people in Dubai? Or you like just
not really, but like when there's
you
like,
haven't, yeah.
I mean, Teddy Sheeran's always good to play with. He's a big name.
What does he live there?
He's not on my phone though. He's a lot in Dubai a lot.
Right. Big circles.
I like Teddy, so I've got to put him on.
Most money you've ever blown in one night?
I would say probably 6 or 7 grand.
Who would win in a fight? Another level or 5?
There's 5 of them, 4 of us.
Yeah, but yeah,
Another
you're the
level.
kung fu guy,
Another
innit?
level, yeah.
You're the kung fu
Another
guy,
level, yeah.
and you've got younger people in your group. You get me?
No, they're younger than us. They were out.
Oh no,
Just after.
no, the other 2 members I'm saying are
Oh,
younger.
right, no, yeah,
That's what I'm saying, bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
mate. Let's
okay.
have it right. Have you ever been kicked out of a club? This man's laughing like every single one.
Ask me tomorrow.
Most embarrassing moment on stage?
On stage. I did, just before stage, I fell over in front of Janet Jackson and went to kick a ball, missed it, and spilt pineapple juice all over me and just was laying on the floor flat out, dead.
Who was the best singer in Another Level? That's it. You don't answer that. Who was the worst? Whoa.
Bobak.
You really don't like Bobak, do you?
Nah, it wasn't Bobak. I don't know, like...
Me.
Do you
Yeah,
think
great.
do you think you and Bobak could ever sort it out in the future?
We've tried and it's just the same shit.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
You're done with it, yeah? Your most iconic outfit regret?
It's not about regret, but we spoke about the Bomb Diggy video. It was special.
Yeah.
Biker trousers, rubber hat and a cowboy hat and rubber coat.
The cowboy hat was...
Yeah, it's deep.
Best memory with Victoria Beckham?
I had her emceeing for me at BCM
Right.
in Magaluf, and she was in the middle of the dance floor in a furry bra emceeing for me.
Was Posh Spice actually posh?
No.
I said, oh, hell no. Last time you slid into someone's DMs? We're almost there.
God. Couple of years ago, I guess.
Have you ever been starstruck?
Yeah.
Name anyone or not?
I mean, Janet and Michael Jackson was just like...
What did you meet, Michael?
Very briefly, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Stop.
Like, very briefly.
What do you mean? When did you meet Michael Jackson, bro?
On the tour, like...
Wait, what?
We didn't get to speak to him,
But
but...
what do you mean? He was there?
Yeah.
What? How far, bro? This is
Like,
serious
there, yeah.
shit. What do you mean there? Where the
He was
camera?
walking down the... Oh, but we didn't get to speak to him.
Wait, just walk past?
Yeah.
And you didn't want to say, yo,
What can you say?
what was you starstruck? It must have been.
Yeah, it's Michael Jackson, man. Biggest artist ever.
That is
Ever.
crazy.
Yeah.
Who had the most groupies in Another Level?
I would say, I mean... No.
No.
Nah. I'm going to say Mark.
Yeah. First thing you bought with real music money?
Was my car. My Megane.
Megan. Hair transplant, worth it or not?
Yep.
One thing you'd never do again for fame?
God. Work with people I don't want to work with.
Best party you've ever been to?
Oh, God. Been some good ones. I'll tell you what, Jerry had a really good New Year's Eve party one year.
Yeah?
At our house, yeah. There's a lot of big people there.
What
It
year
good
was
fun.
this? You don't know. You don't know.
2000, maybe?
Yeah. Who's the most famous person you've argued with? Myself.
Who have I had an argument with? I don't really have... Well, I've had a few, I guess.
Maybe on the Big Brother house, was it? Did you have any?
Who was you arguing with in the house?
Really. I mean...
Lady Sovereign was
No, yeah.
Was Lady Sovereign in there?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Well, definitely not her. But, I mean, obviously, I had a little thing with Mark Morrison at one point.
Did you?
That was the notorious one.
Yeah.
What happened with Mark Morrison?
Oh, he's tried it.
What do you mean?
He came out of prison and he said something about Another Level not being R&B or something. And I got asked in an interview, I goes, what, that guy that sounds like a frog? And then he came and went mad. And then he tried to glass me in a club.
Really?
So we got run over outside.
He got ran over?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, what?
He got run over.
By a car?
Yeah.
Who?
And then
Hold on, wait.
And then he tried to spit. So he spat at Kate at the Mobo's after parties. So my dad knocked him out.
Right.
And that's about it. Yeah.
Who the hell ran him over?
Someone outside.
Allegedly.
Yeah, apparently.
Mark Morrison, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Are you cool with Mark now or not?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can ever argue with what happened there. But
weirdly enough, I saw him about a month ago. Very weird, but yeah. Okay. Have you ever lied to get out of trouble?
yeah.
Who would you play in a movie?
God, someone grey.
One thing you want to be remembered for?
Being part of the UK music scene.
And then the last question, which we know, another level reunion, yes or no?
100%.
Yes.
There we go.
I think we've covered everything, Mr. Greg. Do you wanna weigh in?
No, that's good.
I really want to thank you for your time. It's been lovely to meet you,
About
actually.
time that we got it in.
It's been a great honour. Thank you. It's nice to see you
Cheers,
happy and
my man.
smiling. Hopefully we see you around more
Yeah,
more
yeah, I mean,
shows.
I'm gonna-
Don't
we're
be a
gonna be
stranger. I know the UK's a shithole, but
It is and it isn't.
we want to see you back more.
do like it,
and
anyway.
and it's lovely to see you out here. And
Yeah,
I'll-
come to one of the shows.
I would love to, and I want to see you do some songs, man. Come on, man.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
The legend that is Dane Bowers, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers, man.
We out. Peace.
It's the Shizzio show.